superb.
Welcome to the Real Shit Talkers. It's your boy Matt, the motherfucker dragon.
Smacking your mic? You angry today?
A little bit. Damn, dogs. Everybody got their shit up? Everybody turn that thing down, please.
I didn't even activate it yet. There we go.
Everybody turn that thing. I didn't even pop up on my phone. It was like, yo, completely screw the guy that is doing this. And across from me.
Gentleman Jack one. Like always, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Are you sure we're live, yo?
I see. It says live.
Damn, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, you definitely live, bro.
For real.
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
And to my right.
Oh, it's your boy Benjamin City, the handsome hustler.
What's going on, Benjamin City, man? You haven't been around for a while.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get everything set up on my side.
Yeah, I thought you didn't even invite.
That is a lie. You're like like a hard Pokemon to catch. You know what I'm saying? Like you like
put that mic a little close to you, Ben.
Huh?
As an episode should be 83, not 82.
Right
there. 82 last week.
The episode should be 83.
Fixing it now.
This should even show up on my phone.
Bro, you gotta get off that shitty phone.
Yo, what is happening
You
here?
got an iPhone, right?
Yeah.
I got an iPhone.
Alright.
It's working perfectly fine.
He had an iPhone. I told you stop fucking with them other phones, man.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Man, iPhone is garbage.
All right, that's why you garbagely can't
Nah,
connect and
this
see it.
phone is
yeah,
garbage.
Sure.
Let me tell you,
right.
this phone did so many backflips so many times, like every week.
My nigga, this joint been cracked like 2 times. Flew into space. I used to throw it in space, you know what I'm saying, to catch it. It used to fall on the floor. All kind of goofy shit, my nigga. And I had this shit for 4 years.
I never had a case on this.
Yeah, that flip case.
My nigga, as
that
fat as
little
that
garbage
back is,
case,
you don't
case.
need a case. That shit better protect. That shit better protect you from
At least
a bullet.
we have an
If
upgraded
somebody
system.
shoot at your pocket, that damn thing better protect that
It's sure
shit.
the fuck better.
Hey, man.
It's sure
Fuck it.
better, yo.
At least it's good for
If
something.
someone busts at me, it definitely better protect me.
All you need is a bunch of those everywhere.
Didn't we see that? Wasn't that on a movie? Like someone got protected by like their phone? Their phone.
They had it in their
yeah.
like their sleep. I mean, their
Was that a
chest
movie
pocket.
or was that
Was
real
it a
life?
pocket watch?
Oh, I think it was a pocket watch.
It was a pocket watch.
It was a
Lincoln.
pocket watch.
There we go.
Yeah,
Lincoln.
yeah.
It was
Damn. Why am I-
White House Down.
Why am I
with Jamie
praying that
Foxx
it was a
and
phone?
Channing Tatum.
Yes.
Yes,
That
yes.
Got
I was
shot.
so-
Second
It was a
time
pocket
Lincoln
watch.
saved
It
him.
was a
I was
pocket
so
watch.
praying it was just a Samsung phone, and I just had something a little bit extra to say.
Nah, you
over
would have died.
iPhone. Yeah, I'm a phone.
Because what would have
iPhone
happened
people
was
are bitches, but anyway.
you would have fell, the battery would have popped out and shot. It would have went through because it's the battery that protects you, right? But it would have went through the whole thing.
Okay.
The bags popped off and you're screwed.
Whatever, who cares, yo? How about that? How about them apples, yo? Well, thank you guys for showing up with us. Some of you people should be in church right now. Some of you people are heathens. And some of you people just want to ride with us and hear us talk a whole bunch of nonsense about everything. But we got Benjamin City in the building today.
Yo.
One or if my favorite person in the world that is not my kids and my wife. So
I could take that.
Forget my kids and wife.
No, you tripping, yo. You tripping. How you been, man? How you been? How's life been since?
Life's been good, you know what I'm saying? Maintaining, you know what I'm saying? Making money, you know what I'm saying? Just doing what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Doing everything I want to do with the music thing.
Yeah. I was about to ask you about that. Like, how's
The music thing is good. I just dropped a EP, 10 songs, just basically displaying my sound so I could, you know what I'm saying, stray away from this generic goofy shit that's going on. It's available on all platforms. It's called Short Days, Longer Nights. You could stream out anywhere, Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, YouTube, wherever the fuck your grandma's pocketbook, you know what I'm saying? It's everywhere. That's what I'm excited about. I got a couple videos on the way. I got a couple songs on the way. Some new shit I got to drop. I'm just working, just working.
And guys, at the Shit Talkers, we do like to support people who do come in, you know. So if you are a guest or you are, or you just find yourself as one of those good old shit talkers, and you are in the area, you got businesses or something you wanna promote, you can send it over to us. We'll take a look at it, and if it matches our views, we'll definitely like, share, and support that. That goes without saying, because we take care of the shit talkers. Okay, we take care of all of ours. So how's your weekends though? How's everybody? What y'all been
Bullshit.
doing? What you do over the weekend?
Yesterday I had a Halloween costume to go. Halloween party to go to, right?
Mm-hmm. Wait, you had a Halloween party yesterday?
Yeah. They decided to do it afterwards because everyone does it the week before, so they didn't want to clash. It just so happens I had to go to two yesterday.
So they did a Halloween party. Sorry about that, guys. They did a Halloween party the week after Halloween.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, whatever.
I thought it was supposed to be the week before.
You could do that, but now if you think about it, if you do the week afterwards, all the candy's already half off. You get those candies right there.
You get that candy that was at the bottom of the barrel.
If you gotta be
That's
cheap
true.
with candy, goddamn it.
You know how much candy my family eats?
Yeah.
I got Skittles right now. It's not even 12 yet, bro.
You did say
I
something.
was eating Sour Patches on the way in, bro. Guys, sweet tooth.
Yo, Halloween is definitely for the devil.
Oh.
Okay, you know why? Candy definitely puts your ass in the hospital. I woke up in the morning eating Kit Kats, and then you know how I am about my fitness. I was like, let me get digging in my kids' candy bags, like just snatching candies out. Yo, it's not good for you, yo. Halloween is not good for you. I think I'm gonna start hiding on Halloween time too.
Did you
I got this stupid ass flyer.
Did you dress up or try to be
Nah,
festive?
Nah, I was working on Halloween, and I was dog sick.
Oh,
Like I was dog sick also. So
Had an alien costume. Like alien was holding the guy. I was that guy who was holding.
wait, the Alien versus Predator?
No, just a regular like green
Big
alien.
eye,
Yeah, like
round overhead.
basically an Asian guy. That type of alien. They always have the chinky eyes, small nose, small mouth. It's like that.
why? I thought aliens doesn't have noses.
They have like that little slit.
Nah, I don't know about that, man.
I'll show you right now.
You talk about the Mars, the little.
I'll show you right now,
I'm
bro.
talking about the overhead, abduct people.
Yeah, they have nose. They have
anal,
little slot.
anal probing. So you was running around anal probing?
I was getting anal probe apparently. Yeah.
Oh, so you so you had a big alien suit behind you, and it was a big alien holding you.
Yeah.
And your head came out where the person's
Word.
body was supposed to be. I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I seen one. They had like the Mario and Luigi one where it looks like you're riding Luigi, but you're like it looks like Mario on a small body, right on top of Luigi, and you're controlling Luigi feet. You never seen them?
That, man.
See,
You ever
they got
seen
noses,
that?
bro. They got noses.
Let me see.
Let me see.
Oh, they.
You see?
Yeah,
Learn something new every day. What you want?
I was listening to the Rogan theory about aliens, and it was like how I'm sorry, we're gonna definitely get into what you're doing. But it just came to my head. But it was saying how we're all going to evolve to a point that we're no longer going to want like features are gonna seem unnecessary because it's gonna be too problematic for the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, oh, you got a big nose. Oh, you got a big nose. You got a big mouth. You got big eyes. You know, whatever. All that shit's gonna be done away with, and that idea of the Martian look is supposed to be. It's more of our we're trying to prep for the future, and that's how we're going to become in the future. So it's like, so technically the aliens that we was looking at are going to be like. The alien is the aliens that we will become.
Do you believe in life outside?
I believe the chances of us being the only life form
Slim, right?
is very slim.
That's true.
I don't think. I think anyone who thinks there's that to think that we're the only life form in the universe is not only narrow-minded, it's conceited.
Right.
Yeah. So. Like, oh no, there's nothing that could be. No matter what your take on it, if it's religious or whatever, I just feel like who are you to say? Let's just say if we took it a religious text, right? Say we take it religiously. Why you, someone that don't know nothing about nothing, is gonna say that we are not just an experiment by the higher being, and he made a couple of experiments,
Right.
Like you know, he gave us our own universe, and he was like, okay, I'm gonna put you guys here, and in another universe, but these guys over here. As long as you know,
we can't.
But we can't even
go anywhere.
We can't even.
So how would somebody say like, yo, over there ain't nothing?
But
over
that's
there.
what we grew up hearing. Like it's like, no, there's not. That's just us.
But wouldn't you think what if we're just a byproduct? We're not even what he wanted to create. We're a byproduct. We're the waste of what he was trying to create. Think about it. Do you know the Hadron Collider? You know the Hadron Collider, correct?
Yeah.
So what happens is they have this miles on the ground tubes and have particles traveling at like 99.9% of the speed of light. and then they collide into one another, and then they have this small explosion, which is like the Big Bang.
Right.
And it radiates the same frequencies and the same radioactive activity as our universe does.
Okay.
So now imagine they're just trying to do this, and within the 7 seconds that lasts, it lasts about an average of 7 seconds.
Right.
In their size, their time. The smaller you get, the longer the time is. So now 7 seconds for them could be trillions of years for us.
Right.
And we're just at 7 seconds for them. We have nothing that's possible because it's exactly the same as our universe, and we're doing that now.
Mm-hmm.
So for all we know, at a much more minuscule size, microscopic size, there's a universe that already lived there for trillions of years within our 7 seconds.
Well, that's not even the worst part of it. That's not even like the full picture of it, because if you think about it on a micro level, that means there's billions of bacteria and stuff that lives on you right now, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. You are your own universe compared to, according to them. And you could never reach into the next dimension. So they're like in 2 dimensions, right?
Correct.
Where we see in the 3rd dimension.
Mm-hmm.
We could never fathom the 4th dimension.
Right.
So how do you know we're not just part of something bigger that's in the 4th dimension?
Don't they say
and
there's
so on
like
and so forth.
13 or 15 of them dimensions?
That's what they say. That's just a theory. No one really knows. No one really knows.
Or do they?
Maybe.
I think
But
they
all
do.
I know at the end of the day, I wasn't born an X-Man, so I don't care.
That's
All
what I'm saying.
So, I mean, what does evolution happen? Where
I feel like they don't care about what we got going on. You shouldn't care about what the fuck
So,
they
like,
got going on.
They was this is sorry, guys are getting real nerdy. I know, but
We're
I was
bigoted
reading
to
this.
lizard people.
Don't go to lizard people. All right, you know they watching, right? So like you know they say a God works in mysterious ways, and he would destroy things and all this other stuff like that. And you know how sometimes you get really sick and you have to destroy certain bacteria in your body for you to live.
Right.
So how you know you're not just a big ass bacteria?
Where sometimes they destroy the good as well, such
Of
as
course.
Purell.
Dude, what's up with this
99.9%.
soap? I smacked the hell out of him. I bet you still come back.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, he's going back for you. But yeah, just like Purell, it kills 99.9% of bacteria. Mind you, on your hands, there's good bacteria that you need that keeps you healthy.
Mhm.
Now, if it kills this 99.9% bacteria, you're not supposed to touch anything for about an hour and a half after applying Purell. That's the crazy part.
I probably Purell all day.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Nah, but whatever. If you want to really mess with an OCD person, all right, your whole body is full of bugs and bacteria right now.
Oh, yeah. you know the more annoying thing that, not annoying, but people don't realize,
Wow.
there's dust mites in your bedroom, and mostly the dust in your room is actually dead skin. And if not dead skin, it is the poop from these dust mites.
I ain't
So,
know about the poop. I know about the dead skin,
Yeah,
though.
that's
I
why you
definitely know
wake
that.
up lighter. That's one of the reasons why not only did your body just dissolve all the food in your system, but your body's shedding like some type of lizard, coming back to lizard people, but shedding like some type of lizard every day.
Mhm.
So you're like a snake.
What is it? Every 7 years you have a new layer, because it takes about 7 years for your liver to completely reprocess itself and become 100% new, replacing its cells in that.
Mhm.
And that takes the longest process, which is the 7 years. So every 7 years, you're a brand new person. That's why they say you have to go and check your allergies every once in a while, like every good amount of years.
Yeah.
So it's like my
I
younger
go to the
brother,
doctor every year.
my younger
Go
younger
every
brother.
You go every day.
You said I go to the doctor every day. I was like, you go,
Nah, every year.
oh, every year.
Word. Honestly, I don't think I've been to the doctor in like 4 years.
Nah, B.
Um,
It's a weird world right now.
See, here's the thing. There's certain things I ain't got to worry about no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's that Mary life.
So, you know what I mean?
Well, thank you.
I remember being in that bitch every 2 weeks. I was like,
Nope.
I was like, hey, what you gotta take? You gotta take blood? You gotta take, yeah, I ain't give a damn.
Take everything.
I was like, you gonna get underneath my tooth? I don't give a shit. Like, you know what I mean? But besides that, yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, my whole family's sick though.
Yeah.
The whole family.
Y'all probably all just got each other sick.
You know what the problem is? The kids are now okay. They're recovered. And they try to give it to me, but of course I beat it like a fucking savage, right? I sweat that bitch out like old school Guyana. You feel me? I wrapped up in a whole bunch of clothes, put some covers. My covers was nasty. It was gross. Like, it was just sweat.
Okay.
all over the place. And I woke up like, woo! Like, I woke up feeling good. Like, I went to bed feeling chills into the bone. Like,
I think you went to Dominican round, just put Vicks all up in your nose.
no. But
Vicks on the bottom of your foot.
I
put
thought
socks
about
on.
it. I ain't gonna front with you. I thought about it, but I got the Vicks humidifier.
No,
Feel me? That thing heats up the
you
room
probably
too.
went-
needs that.
You went
You
home.
needs that?
Yeah.
You went home and made sancocho probably.
Nah. I did make
see.
one. I did make some wonton though. I ain't
Is
gonna
it?
front
Oh,
with you.
so you went Asian on that.
I did go a little Asian, just in case. You know they got the remedies.
Word.
Ancient
You got,
Chinese
you got
secrets.
this is gonna sound fucked up, but you got the rhino horn.
A little bit. We don't talk about my poacher deal, but whatever.
Okay.
You know,
Or a tiger bomb.
I got a little Tiger
Word.
Bomb.
Well,
What did I do? Did I mix Tiger Bomb and Vicks together? Maybe. Maybe made the Super Bomb. Whatever. World that. No, I'm just joking. But no, I did. I sweated it all out. It was gross. But I woke up feeling great. That's how I always
I
was
mean,
taught.
it's better to be sick to get. That's the whole reason for the flu shot shit, is to make you, to induce you with the sickness. So then when you overcome it, you won't get it later on.
Yeah,
type
your
of thing.
body creates antibodies for it.
Exactly. So I guess it's good for y'all to get sick, especially before the snow starts. Cause
Yeah.
goddamn it.
Yeah, but I just heard something earlier today on the news. It was saying that it's like a huge epidemic right now. Like everyone's getting
the
flu is
shot.
getting really
Yeah,
bad out
I
here.
haven't taken a flu shot I haven't taken a flu shot in like 3 years.
I'm
Well,
thinking about going back to taking
it's
it.
funny that
but
you say
it's
about
taking
3
a
years
while.
because in the last 3 years, the CDC has come out and said the flu shot was ineffective.
Yeah.
What happens is, so say you do get a flu shot, right?
Mhm.
Every time you get the flu, it's a completely different version of the flu. So even with the flu shots you get aren't always, if ever,
The
really
same
working.
type of.
And what's funny is when you take the flu shots, they're like, no, you're not getting the flus, but you'll get flu-like symptoms. When they give you the flu, what
That's
it
why
is,
I
it's
got
a weakened
flu-like
version.
symptoms.
It's a weakened version of the virus.
Mhm.
You're still gonna get the symptoms of it.
I know.
And what happens is, so when people get like congested, they think they're just getting sick. That's actually your body already getting rid of it. So that people don't realize. Like, you should be taking care of yourself before you get congested. You should get the what's it called, the like vitamin C, vitamin D. Like, even if you're not outside
Marv.
all day.
Turn up the mics.
There my voice is annoying as hell, bro.
There you go. Sorry, guys, if you was having a problem with the microphones. There
Go
we
look
go.
at Nalo. LAM.
It was good, man. Thanks a lot. But yeah, man, it was every time I hear somebody to get the flu shot, I'm always seeing they always sicker than they were before. Are you supposed to get you're supposed to get the flu shot when you're healthy, right? Not when you're sick.
when you're
Yes.
healthy.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while. I ain't gonna get it.
I don't look forward to trying to get that joint.
No.
I
it's
got
not for
my
me.
concoction that I get when I even start to feel a little bit sick. I
Mhm.
make tea, honey, put alcohol in there,
Yeah.
then more alcohol in there.
Yo, he's the only person I know. He was like, yeah, so he'll make some tea, right?
Yeah.
And then he'll make 2 cups. He'd have the regular cup of tea, all right, and then he'll have another cup of tea, and then that's the cup he starts adding a little alcohol in. He's like, the alcohol gonna kill it. I'm like, no, you're gonna get drunk, and it's gonna kill it. I'm like, dude, like, we're not Irish.
I see it like it overheats your body, so it's like you need to sweat. You feel
Well,
me?
that's also a big misconception about alcohol. It actually doesn't cause you to sweat or anything. Like, it feels
It
warm
dehydrates
going
you.
down.
It dehydrates
Not only dehydration, it actually thins your blood. So it gives you
Yeah.
a higher chance of actually getting sick.
But not when you're in your bed.
Well, if you're inside a
If I'm being stationary and just thinning my blood, I don't feel like I'm susceptible to more sickness. It's just like,
well, yeah, because you're covered up.
Yeah,
you have a
exactly.
blanket.
So what? I'll speak about mine later. But what's your remedy of once you start to feel that sickness coming? I feel like every man got that one remedy that they
I just go tea. Honestly speaking, is, what I do actually no, my bad, I'm lying. At night, I take about a shot or 2 of NyQuil. Wake up, get myself some Mucinex. Get the Mucinex from there. Drink some tea. Bring down the Mucinex with the tea, which the tea has honey, lemon, and halls in it. Well, that shit's good as hell.
Yo, this fly is distracting
it's
as
on you.
fuck.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
Because I'm
man.
fly as fuck, bro. That's what it is.
Go ahead, sorry, man.
We attract one another.
Whatever, because y'all both dirty, but okay.
But no, so yeah, that's what I basically do. I have my NyQuil at night, I have my Mucinex, and I have my tea.
Okay.
And then I have a lot of bitching for my wife from me saying I'm sick. I don't want to do anything.
Oh man, listen. I turned sick, yo. I shut it down. Okay,
Right?
this is what happens. I get my tea.
Wait. Off topic. You know, if a fly rubs his hands like this on you, it's regurgitating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just threw up on you.
So it just threw up on you.
Yeah.
Continue.
I like that.
I saw. I don't
Yeah,
want
I'm
that
about to
shit-
smack. When I see it, I'm
I
smacking
don't
the
want
hell
that
out
shit to go on me.
of it. Yeah, can you open this door so this little bug could get up out of here? It's like,
Or maybe it came from there. I don't know.
I think it's trying to get its airtime. It's like, yo,
Fuck it.
I only got
Like,
20.
I-
I only got 24 hours. I'm about to get seen, baby.
Oh, one thing, talking about the flu, right? People don't realize that influenza killed about 80,000 people in 2017, 2018.
What? Influenza killed
80,000 people.
80,000 people
Yep.
in
I heard about that.
2017.
I heard about that. Yeah.
2017,
Really?
20,
Yeah.
yep.
Oh yeah, there was a big outbreak, right? That's
Yo,
crazy.
whatever happened to Ebola? Remember that it was
Well,
a case.
yeah,
It was.
it was one case.
It was bullshit.
Ebola virus has been around for a while. It's just I forgot what they were trying to like.
What they
What's it
trying
called?
to downplay it to make
No,
it.
no, it's what is it? Art of distraction, basically. So what they were doing was like, hey, this is a big epidemic. Let's get our eyes off of something else that's going on.
Yeah. I felt
So
like
that's
what
was
was
going
happening,
on.
but you just felt like it was false.
Yeah, and it's not that it's false. It's just it's been around for years before that. Before they became this big outbreak, this big epidemic. So it is what it is.
I call it the Resident Evil.
Yeah, I kept hearing him say that's the Resident Evil. Because I was at the same time that we kept seeing people in Florida. I think the K2 just came out.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
then people in Florida was getting up out of, I don't know, death. I don't know. They would be sleeping and they'll start biting people. Remember that story
Yeah.
came out? Yeah, he was like, nah. That's not Resident Evil starting. Oh, man. Oh, well, but my remedy, yo, I get the lemon tea with the honey popping, right? I got to get that real honey. Get that going.
What kind of honey?
Who gives a damn? As long as
It
it's real.
depends. You get the
As long as it
clover.
has that hive inside, we good
Oh,
money.
you're talking about okay.
Yeah, as long as it got the hive inside chunks. But I get that going.
Chew on that throughout the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I never did that. But once that happens, and then I get the giant bag of cough drops that you buy at like CVS. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I put 2 of them damn things in one of my waters, right? Blook. Let that dissolve for a little bit. Drink that up. Soothe that throat. Pause. Right. So soothe that throat, and then I wrap up in covers. And I sweat. I don't care. I sweat. Now I know they say you're not supposed to work out, but I do something to heat up my body. Probably do some jumping
That's
jacks
good,
and
though.
deads. And
Because
I'll wrap up
if
real
your
quick.
bones get like, if your bones start to feel like brittle and shit, I get that up because you actually flexing it.
But yeah, that's my remedy. It works for me. I don't know about anybody else.
Nah, man, alcohol, man.
I can't do that alcohol. But yeah, so you saying the music is going good, right?
Yes.
I was talking to people who are starting in music. What is a good? How do you find support for what you do?
I feel like if you're talented or authentic, it's gonna come to you like organically. But I feel like in this generation where the internet is thriving, I feel like you gotta blast this shit almost being obnoxiously annoying. You know what I'm saying? To kind of force somebody to hear it, and then it would spread just like a disease, like wildfire. If it's good, then people's gonna gravitate to it. You just gotta keep blasting it over and over. You know what I'm saying? I feel like once one person catch it and they really like it, they gonna tell their friends and they tell their friends and et cetera, et cetera. But you gotta be good, you know what I'm saying? Or have some kind of authentic kind of thing going on, like, cause you don't even need talent, you know what I'm saying, to make it. You just need almost like a gimmick, you know what I'm saying? Like,
How you feel about that? Like just
like gimmicky people.
gimmicky people. Because I know you like lyrics.
Yeah.
And you pride yourself on lyricism.
Yeah, I feel like get it as you, I'm saying, get it as you can. I'm saying, like, it ain't gonna hurt my like wave. You feel me? Like, I don't really hate on the next man, so it's like, do what you do. That if it works for you, it's. You know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna follow. So I've never been a follower, so I'm not gonna follow somebody's own way of how they got it to get on. But
So you're not gonna get tattoos on your face and
nah,
and
I like
change the colors and stuff. None of
Nah,
that?
that never been my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that never been my thing. Like I never like did things for attention. You feel me? Like I did music because I felt like it was a way to really vent. You know what I'm saying, about shit that I could. You know what I'm saying, been through and stuff like that. And it felt good that people actually liked it. Like that's why I did music. But these other people, it just seems like it's just they do it just to do it. And like if they want to act a fool and that's giving them the follows, then hey man, by all means. I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like so I'm just gonna keep doing it. If it gets me on, gets me on. If it don't, it don't. You know what I'm saying? But I don't do music to quote unquote get on. You know what I'm saying? It's just my way of venting. It's like my therapy, you feel me? Like
Right.
it's my way to like just like anybody else would like write in a diary or fucking coloring a book, you know what I'm saying? So they could be at a good mental space. Like that's how I feel when I go in the booth and I sometimes when I like reminisce or make me reminisce on some good times or some bad times. Like that's my shit. Like but everybody has their own gist, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
Right, I get you. All right.
Word.
That's a good answer, man. That's a good
Yeah.
answer. You don't hear stuff like that. Everybody's trying to make that dollar.
Yeah, nah, like, I feel like
You know,
it's cool to try to get a dollar, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, of course.
By all means, go get your bread, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody want to be no broke nigga, but I feel like if that's your reason to do music, then do, you know what I'm saying, that let that be it. Like,
Right.
that's just not my type of thing, you know what I'm saying? I've never been a following nigga. Like, I don't care about attention or all that goofy shit. Like, I just do it for me. Like, if people fuck with it, then they fuck with it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just what it is.
You said something. I actually want to ask both of you this question: is would you rather be broke and happy or rich and miserable?
On a weird personal, I'd rather be broke and happy. Honestly, I know that sounds crazy, but I had money. I had enough where I was comfortable, you know, and I also felt a lot of misery that came from it, you know. But at the time, I wasn't with the right people, of course. Wasn't in the right relationship. Wasn't with the right, you know. I wasn't good in my head, but you can't beat happiness. I don't know. I know it sounds corny,
Nah, that's a fact.
but you just can't beat like wanting to go home. You know what I'm saying? Or there's something special, and I hear that from a lot of. I've been reading a lot of like successful men, and it's something that always stands out when they always say they look forward to going home, or they look forward to just doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's something about that. They look, you know. So I'd rather be broken and happy. I'll hang out in Patterson and have my little one bedroom or whatever. As long as I got my little nuggets, you know, I'm
Yeah,
fine.
I have a saying like to myself, like I never wanted to be famous.
I ain't gonna be broke though. I'm just letting y'all know.
Like I never wanted to be famous. Like I always say, like I never wanted to be famous. I just want to be comfortable. Like
Yeah.
and what that means, like I feel like me and my brother, we on the same like cloth. We built from the same cloth. Like we came from nothing. You feel me? Like we grew up in Brooklyn and shit. Real fucked up environments. I'm talking about like roaches, rats, sleeping with them and all that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like with that being said, we made the best out of that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like even though times was hard and shit, all we had was each other, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that made us happy, you know what I'm saying? We didn't care about everything else that was going on. Like just like people in Africa and shit, like they make the best of everything that they got going on. Even them niggas probably don't even got clean water and shit. You feel me? Like
Correct.
shit that we take for granted. You know what I'm saying? I feel like as long as you happy within yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like all that extra shit don't be mean or nothing. Like, yeah, money do make shit easy, like a little bit easier, but you know what I'm saying? With more money, always gonna come more problems. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like that's
Correct.
not just a fucking saying. Like it's the root of all evil.
that
You
is
feel
super
me?
true, man.
Money is the root of all evil. Like so, I feel like as long as you good within, you always gonna be good. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like
Yeah, get
It's
it.
also coming from. I'm sorry, Gudger. It's also coming from a coming from. We came from broke men. Especially me. I say me mostly. I came from a broke man mentality. Like I was broken and I'm a broke man. So when I got money, I still acted. I still was.
Correct.
yeah,
I was still doing broke man stuff. So meaning, and this is actually a broke man mentality. I was buying clothes, and I ain't need no clothes.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't need no clothes. I remember one day, I think I talked to you that day, and I was like, I went inside of a store, and I dropped like, for me, this is a lot. I dropped like 1,500 on clothes,
Okay.
right? And then like, and then I just kept looking at the clothes, and I was just like, I probably wore one of those outfits once. And I kept looking at those clothes like 2 months later. I'm like, man, I don't even like these shits. I'm like, why do I even do that? You end up doing dumb stuff like that. Those usually broke people who do things like that. You know what I mean?
Well, I wouldn't only say it's broke. It's also like a stigma for most. You want a name brand. Because like I had this conversation with my younger sister and my younger brother. I'm like, all right, you have a choice. You have a $300 wallet with $10 in it, which would, let's say, Louis Vuitton. And then you have this Walmart wallet with $10 in it with $300. They both chose they prefer the Louis Vuitton wallet, the Gucci wallet. I'm like
tripping.
I'm like I'd rather that $10 wallet and keep that 300. Right, but they're like, no, I'd want that. I'm like, why do you want that? What's important about it? Why would you want the Louis Vuitton? She's like, oh, because of the name brand. I'm like, okay, fine. Let's look at Louis Vuitton. What do you like of it? Like, okay, you want to talk about the leather purses they have? Because she has a Louis Vuitton bag that I think my mom or my uncle got her. And she's like, oh, the leather feels, it feels nice. I'm like, I bet you I can buy a leather purse, which for $50 compared to that $600.
I know some people out in Chinatown that blow
right?
your brain, bitch.
You wouldn't know.
They'll blow your brain.
Go-
Like
go-
if Jordan didn't do that Pacific Jordan market that gets you wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
I know some dudes in Chinatown that'll get you going.
I feel like it's just live within your means. You feel me?
Right,
If you
right.
have the funds to do that and not be broke in the end, then by all means. That's like with me. Like I still had the broke mentality. Like, but even when I had excessive amount of money, you know what I'm saying, I made sure if I treated myself, you know what I'm saying, the things that I couldn't afford when I was younger, I made sure I always had the necessary amount of cash to still, you know what I'm saying, do what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it becomes like stupid, like when you see somebody with all this name brands, Jordans, all that shit, and they taking a bus. Like, it's like,
Correct.
where's your priorities at? You feel me?
Right.
If you don't got your priorities set forth, you know what I'm saying, before you doing all this goofy shit, spending money, it's like, how you gonna ever, like, go further in life? You know what I'm saying? So now I gotta look at you as a man or a woman, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you take yourself seriously if you're doing some bullshit like that. You feel me?
Yeah, you know, I admit this is my problem with me. Like, for me, I don't like buying myself any name brand stuff. I don't have Jordan. Like, maybe the only name brand thing I really have is either Converse or Adidas. That's the biggest name brands I'll go. There's nothing
Adidas
more for
kinda
that.
expensive.
Yeah, I'm not gonna front with you.
It's like I think the last pair I bought was $60 because they were on sale.
That's what's up.
They were on sale.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
play way too hard to be part of any foot gear club or any, I play way too hard. I'm jumping and running mountains and stuff. You imagine I got some Yeezys trying to run some mountains? Please, man.
but with the name brand thing, like I won't buy them for me, but for my wife, bought her an Apple Watch, got her a MacBook Pro, like got her the Michael Kors bag. I don't need any of it for myself. She's like, oh, because originally I was gonna buy myself the Apple Watch, and then I'm there. They're like, they don't have the color I wanted, which was black, and they had the rose gold. I'm like, I don't need it. You know what, babe? You get it.
Rose
Just
gold
get it. Yeah,
will
so I'm
look
like,
funky on you, yo.
Right?
Don't get that shit.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. I think I look nice.
No, you look funny as hell. Yes,
I would have to anyway. Even then, I would have to buy a case for it for the simple fact I'm in construction. I'm wear that Apple Watch and have a hammer fall on my wrist, so a plier, work on something, reach in, scrape it up. I'm like, there's no way I'm
now
gonna
you
want
gotta
that.
fight somebody on the
Right?
16th floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, so I'm screwed.
I'm okay, man.
So I took her hand me down. I got the Fitbit.
Why not? Why not, yo? I gotta get one of those. I was thinking about getting a heart monitor, but
Yeah, I like that shit. The count your steps and
Yeah.
the heart
See,
rate.
I
and
really
all
do
that
like
shit.
the Fitbit because especially like this is the thing. This is what I found out about myself. And this is why I realized I'm like always so skinny. And like I have to eat way too much to just
To
maintain
maintain.
this. Just
Me too.
maintain this weight.
Yeah.
I burn an average of 3,250 to 3,500 calories a day doing absolutely nothing.
3,000 calories doing nothing.
Nothing.
That's-
Just my normal day
Wow,
of
dude,
work,
I
home.
I'm like 2,100 doing
So
nothing.
so if I go
I
to
don't
the
know how much I
gym,
burn. I know I
I
gotta
drop I do like 4,000 5,000 calories a day when I go to the gym.
All right.
You
I'm
taking
like-
protein too?
I for one point I was like at one point I was intaking about 300 grams of protein. I had to overkill my body just to get to 170.
That gotta be bad on your liver.
as long as you intake a good
A
amount
lot
of
of water,
water and have
Fiber.
everything else you need.
Diluted
Yeah.
a lot.
So I was good. And it's weird, like, you're gonna ask Matt, like, you didn't meet me at the time, but I was super lanky. I didn't, my back isn't as wide as it was. I was super skinny. Like, I have pictures where a white medium T-shirt.
And I was squeezed like this. And you could feel his ribs going. And I was
So
like, no,
what
I'm gonna let
happened
you
was,
live.
I have a white shirt at home that's it's a medium, and it was baggy on me 6 years ago. I just recently found that picture. I'm like, now I wear that medium shirt and it's tight around everywhere. I'm like, all right, I gained the weight. I graduated high school at 110 pounds.
You serious?
Yeah.
110 pounds?
Yeah. When you met me, I was 125.
I would have threw you, dog.
You had trouble at 125, homeboy. What's up?
Wait, seriously, 110?
Yeah, I was only 110. Graduated in
High school?
Yeah. Soaking wet, too, by the way.
I don't
Dude, you
remember.
was-
I don't remember. I know I was small, but not that small.
No, I was tiny.
I was probably
110?
like a $150, $145.
Yeah, I've graduated at 180.
Nah, I was fat.
That's how much I
was
weigh now.
skinny. I finally got up to 170.
I be fluctuating between 78 and 82.
Oh, okay.
Because you be eating too good on the weekends. I be watching
You
your
watching my
Instagram. His Instagrams be bugging. It's just him eating food on the weekends.
Oh,
I'm like,
man.
he be like,
I
oh, I
came
be eat,
across-
hashtag I eat good. I'm
I
like,
came across this Instagram page of them posting up videos of people eating. Like, I've never found, I've never thought I would ever be enticed by watching someone eat.
dude, there's
they
a
have-
whole YouTube
they
thing
have
of it
this
This
now.
girl
whole
gets
play.
paid to like eat
There's a-
lobster tails.
I was asked to do it. You know what's so funny? I was on the live, the Shit Talkers live before, right?
Okay.
And of course, I'm doing bad stuff on the live thing. I ain't gonna tell you what it was, but I'm like eating food, and someone was like, "Yo, you should put them on. What's it called? Mon whatever, mon something videos. That's what they call it when you eat.
Okay.
When you eat, and people just watch you eat.
I don't know. I don't know what it's called.
Dude.
I just know that shit's
I was
weird.
like, you should do that. My wife been trying to get me to do it for a minute. I just
You
know.
know,
I just sound good eating
But
potato
people
chips.
get
That's
paid
it.
for that. Like restaurants would send them food, and they be like, "Oh my god!" And they just go in front of the camera, just like this, and just go like,
Yo, I
dip
think
in sauce and
I think we should
everything.
do that. I'm just gonna.
Nah, I'm with it because I'm a fat nigga. I go out to eat all day eating. I be that bitch crunchy.
There's the problem. Like, what I find annoying is like the slurping. Like, that's what I find the most
Nah,
annoying.
you gotta
No,
slurp. You
listen,
gotta
no,
exaggerate the
but wait,
slurp
wait,
during
you
the
gotta listen to
videos.
me.
You
Like,
gotta be able so.
Like, I find it
No,
annoying.
no.
No, pause. And you have all the chicken, all the chicken broth falling down your chin.
See, no, this is the thing. Like, I would find
Like,
it
you gotta
annoying.
do
Yo.
Like in the videos or people that I see around me when they do that, right? It's because I don't see them like actually eating it. And then I watch this video of this tiny Asian girl eating like this giant platter, and all of a sudden she starts doing it. I just got caught in it. I'm like,
Yo, it's
staring at
crazy.
it.
You be like, damn, they need to go buy some Chinese food right now, man.
There was this
I don't eat Chinese anymore.
No, why you off to China, man?
That shit just hurt my stomach one day, and
Right.
I went cold turkey right after that.
Mm.
Because I didn't eat the beef or the chicken because I knew it wasn't beef or chicken. Okay, it fucked up my head mentally. You feel me?
No
So
more
I
no
said,
rap
I
now.
bet. Now I'm only gonna eat lao mein noodles and shrimp and chicken wings. So I used to always get that combo. If I ever strayed to get the Chinese food, one day I ate that shit recently. It was like 2-3 months ago. No, it was 3 months ago. My nigga, that shit fucked me up. I was like, it's over. I eat too good anyway. You see my Snapchat, my nigga, that shit booming with food, my nigga. Like, niggas be hitting me all the time, like, yo, what the fuck you getting at? Filet mignons, all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think we should do a video. We gotta just do a video of us eating.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
drinking.
yeah, we
I
can
think we
do
can do
that.
that.
Yeah,
We're
we
gonna
can
do
do
it.
that.
We're
Yeah.
gonna start up a new YouTube. It's gonna be called Y'all Fucked Up. Watch. It's dope, yo. You got questions?
No, I didn't know question. It's just like I ended up finding the YouTube, the
He
Instagram
really was
page
touching
again,
that
bro.
tea, I know. Yo, that bitch was eating squid faces and all that. Like,
Yo, she don't be playing, yo.
There was
My
this
nigga,
there was this
gross.
black chick that was eating like a lobster claw, like maybe that
she
big.
got big lips, right?
Yeah.
She famous.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the one I
yeah,
keep seeing.
I
And she
seen
be
her.
having this big ass bowl of dipping sauce. She
Oh,
eating that
the
bitch
butter.
And
Yeah.
she get her fingers dirty on
Dirty
purpose.
as hell.
She's
She-
getting just become
all
the
her-
sauce coming up
yo,
over there.
all her jewelry and shit. I be
Bro.
like, yo, what the
Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do to pay that rent, yo.
Bro.
I ain't mad at her.
fuck
Shit.
it, man?
I'm glad she.
Look right here.
I'm just mad she found the avenue before I did. Look at this. Nah, I couldn't do it though because I don't know if I got shellfish.
Yeah, that's her.
allergy.
That's her. That's her.
I see. I can't eat shrimp.
Oh yeah, you allergic.
Yeah,
that's
so
right.
but I don't. But I'm not allergic to crab, so I'm not sure if it's shellfish or if it's just the iodine in shrimp.
Are you allergic to cockroaches?
I smell them bitches and I get pissed off.
Shrimp is cockroaches, right?
Yeah. So are lobsters. That's the thing.
Oh, lobsters are too.
Yeah, they're in the.
The same family. Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So in your music career, what do you find? What was like the biggest roadblock that made you kind of like pause for a second? Like, you know what? Let me just stop for a little bit because most musicians get to that point.
Yeah, I feel like I started making people get in my head about like what I should do. You feel me? Like I'm open to opinions all the time, but I feel like I started letting people get into my head about the kind of music I should stray towards, because I kind of try to like find a balance. You feel me?
Yeah.
To try to have people from this kind of new generation listen to it. Know what I'm saying? Make it a kind of bounce. Know what I'm saying? Like to make it more relatable and stuff. But some people was making me like stray from just my sound in general, or I just feel like, yeah, and I felt like that because like the people wasn't like gravitating to like the real life rap I was rapping about. Like if I was rapping about like real life struggles or something like that, like either the tempo would be too slow or the beat be too slow or be too boring. Know what I'm saying? So I kind of was listening to people. I started making a certain type of music I just didn't really like, and it kind of made me like lose kind of like inspiration. You feel me? So I kind of had to find like a balance, and I think I did. Know what I'm saying?
Right.
So wait, if that's the case, like, do you think now today's music is more of I guess a fantasy lifestyle? If you think about it, because it's all you see is this jewelry, is the women rapping around. Like, yeah, it's somewhat appealing, but at the same time, like,
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it lost its creativeness and like its talent. Like even in videos, like back in the days, I feel like the videos had like a story to tell, and it had like it stuck to it pertained to a topic. You feel me? Nowadays, it's just like ass shaking and throwing money. You feel me? Like that's all you need to really have people like get into a music video. Know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's all the same now. Know what I'm saying? It's like it really lacks a lot of originality. So that's all it is. But I don't know. That's like how I say now. Like that's why I don't really care if people fuck with my shit or not. And I'm saying I just do it for myself. Like if they fuck with it, they fuck with it, because this generation is too much. I'm saying like following that shit is just corny as hell. It lacks mad authenticity. I mean authenticity, whatever the fuck. Authenticity. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about this music program. It's called Audacity. But what you call it? So I feel like people really, like back in the days, you knew when somebody rapped, they rapped about what they was living. You know what I'm saying? And it was more talent because it was a lot more thought, like versus today. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of 2-second raps, not a lot of schemes, none of that. Or people's really faking the funk. You feel me?
Correct.
People is not about what they about, like talking about. So it's like, what am I doing? Like,
Right.
Like, am I really here to please these people who not nowhere like talking about what they talk about? Like, I'm not about to make music for people who don't even understand like what it is to do. You know what I'm saying? What they talking about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I just stay in my lane and they just stay in theirs. You feel me?
Yeah. So you I used to have this thought that the representation of what is hood, right, got away from us, and when it became mainstream, got away from
its roots,
from real artists.
That's a fact.
And now it's just, well, what's hood is that they party all the time. Whoever got the most money there, they're the guy that everyone looks up to, which is it's not at all.
As I said, people, we used to praise the drug dealers, but now we praise the drug users.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nowadays, it seems like everybody talk about is being cool, taking drugs and all that. Like, in our era, we was selling drugs, you feel me? Like, it never been cool to take drugs. You know
You was never wanted to be the customer.
You never wanted to be the customer. It's fucking cool to, like, yo, what you doing today? Oh, I'm about to go snort line. And I'm like,
But do you feel that's more of I guess for the generation that's now is been more because of the depression, like the over usage of these depression medicine.
Yes.
It's weird. It's okay. I would say, in my opinion, today's
This
music is
goddamn
more
flag
of a numbing feeling than anything.
Right. I feel like that's true, but I feel like off the emergence of social media, it kind of like opened up a fucking like storm of people getting like bullied or like people, too many people having access on things that they didn't have access to before. Like, so you lack a lot of privacy, you know what I'm saying, off of social media, which tends to like make people feel certain type of way off of seeing somebody either living better than them or getting bullied, et cetera, et cetera. So they feel the need to numb themselves because of it. I feel like social media is the whole reason why people are taking these opioids and doing all this crazy shit now.
I mean, it lines up. Like, what? It's been, social media has been big for, what, 10 years?
About,
Yeah, about 10 years.
And when the depression, the big depression started, about
10 years.
Well, you know what's that, if you think about it, like before that, right? Because when I was younger, that's when AOL really got big. So you had AIM, you have these little message boards that you can go to.
Yeah, remember, but you can only reach people in your area.
Correct.
Yeah.
So now my thing is, bullying used to stop at 3 o'clock.
Yes.
After that, you went home. You either told your parents, either you figured out yourself.
You made a plan of how you about to smack the hell out of somebody.
This is what I also.
What about
This
the
is what
people
I
that
also
can't
miss.
smack people?
This
What about people scared to smack people?
Okay.
Now you got people talking shit about you because you a bitch. You got about 50 people talking shit about you because you a bitch from all across the world. Know what I'm saying?
This is the thing with that.
As
This
people
what I
killing
miss.
themselves.
What I miss, and this is like I really do miss this. Mine, like I told you, I graduated high school at 110. Being even younger in middle school and smaller, I honestly miss if I had a problem with some kid. We had boxing gloves in my backyard. Like, just get in there. Like, let's do this.
Thug it out.
You knew that wasn't even a conversation we could have at home. Because if you ain't go out and fight, you ain't.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Big bro was not having it.
That's the thing though. Like,
You had to be able to thug it out. We fight in the house all day long.
Yeah.
That's all that happens. He have all his friends over in the house. My nigga, that shit is like chaos.
yeah,
You know what I'm
it was
saying?
fun though. Someone had a
Yeah.
problem. Like, all right, fine, you have your group, but that group's mediated for nobody jumping in. Once you have this, you're going. You get knocked down. All right, we'll separate. That's before MMA really got big, or before we really knew about it when I was in middle school, right? And so they're like, all right, separate them, let them up. If you want to continue. If not, not.
Right.
But I honestly do miss just fighting just. I
walking
remember.
away.
Yeah.
I remember when you will fight your friend and still be friends with them. the
Friends,
next day.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember having friends. I know dudes I'm really still cool with till this day. We haven't talked in a long time, but I bet you if I pick up the phone right now, they'll answer that phone and they'll come by. Right? I'm saying? And I remember having issues all the way back from Brooklyn or whatever when we was young kids. And we had an issue. Say we fought on a video game or whatever. We took it to the basement.
Oh yeah.
And we will either slap box or we'll fight.
Correct.
And then after it was done, we probably went our separate ways for like 2 hours, and you just hear this on the door. What you doing, yo? Nah, you gonna come out? Yeah, come on, I ain't got nothing to do. You know, it was just it been nothing. Like you know, so I kind of grew up in that generation where if someone had an issue with you, you fight them. But
Correct.
now, or not fight them, but you settled it.
But
You settled.
Yeah.
But now
it prolongs.
But now with social media,
It prolongs
say if
it.
I have an issue with you, right? You're definitely. So if I have an issue with you, and then you have an issue with me, except for coming to see me, you'll put it online.
Yep.
Right?
Now everybody
Now the
sees it.
world sees it, right? Now you got this person opinion, this person
person
opinion,
opinion.
this person opinion.
Exactly.
What am I supposed to do? Run through the train and fight everybody? I can't run through it until I get to you. No,
We've seen
no.
videos of it.
to me, again, coming from a generation where you're supposed to just handle your business,
Correct.
like how you're supposed to handle your business. When I see someone do that, I don't want to be friends with you anymore. I don't even want to be cool with you. When you
Correct.
start being that person, if you're not, almost like the death of manhood started with social media too.
That's sexist.
I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, it's a social justice warrior's fault.
Yeah, whatever.
I want one of them in here. I really do.
It's
I really
fine.
do.
I have friends that social justice warriors or whatever, but they're not hardcore. But they understand when I say
No. The reason why, like, I'm saying
you're
that.
supposed to do. Again, I'm not saying every man should fight. I'm
No,
not saying that.
We need betas in the
No,
world.
but not even betas, because you could be an alpha without actually having to slap the hell out of somebody.
Correct.
You probably just lucky enough. You just didn't never had to put your hands up.
Yeah.
But I don't want to deal with someone who's not willing to come to me face to face and say we got an issue
Oh yeah, no.
and we got to handle this. You get what I'm saying?
I feel like people have a persona that they're trying to
Exactly.
show people, and it's not allowing them to deal with their faults. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody has a problem with somebody, and like say the person, they a bitch, you feel me? Like not like as a female, but they a bitch ass nigga, you feel me?
Right. Someone said that. Got it.
Yeah. So what you call it? He's gonna feel like he has a persona to try to act like he's something that he's not. You know what I'm saying? To try to, you know what I'm saying, so nobody will look at him as a bitch. So now, you know what I'm saying, he's lying to himself now, which is going to make him even feel more entitled to do these drugs. I don't want nobody to be doing no drugs.
Yeah, man. But yeah, it's almost like now if you listen to music, drugs are what's cool. You know, you're supposed to be depressed. You're supposed to be you're supposed to follow your sheep. You're supposed to be the sheep. It's hard to not be the sheep, right? You're supposed to listen to the most loudest person in the area because you have an attention span that's like this, right? So you need the person that's the loudest because that's the person you can remember. You know what I mean? It's just,
Well, now with that being said, now this is it's going to be kind of a more it's going to open up into a larger conversation. Is would you blame that on school? Because in school you're taught to do critical thinking, which means you have to learn one way. Right now, with that being said, also in school, you're at this point you're no longer allowed to ask questions without being penalized or looked to as dumb.
Okay.
Or even if you do want to question more, you can't question the authorities that are there now. Like you're not allowed to have your own opinion about transgenders in this world. You're not allowed to have your own opinion on this. The moment you disagree with what's popular now, you're wrong.
Right. That's
So now, because of that, would that also affect the numbing aspect for kids? Kids don't want to feel outcast anymore.
I feel like everything that's happening in the United States right now is setting us up for some. And it just, again, I'm super. This is our country. We, you know what I mean? I was born here.
Correct.
Ain't nothing I can do about it, right? I'm saying I'm not gonna be one of those people like, oh, we should go back to this place and this place. I was born here. This is mine.
Yeah.
All right, I'm claiming it. But I feel like we're being set up for something crazy, like something big that's gonna happen to us.
Well, this would with music and with history, the way you're seeing it, it all goes in trends.
Yeah, I see. Now this is just me watching history over and just listening and to just like Carwin and everybody else talk about history and all that stuff. And if you just pay attention, you see the pattern, because that's what I've been always good at. I've been always good at seeing the pattern. Okay, and when I always stray from the pattern, that's when life fucks up. All right, so I always see the pattern, and what I see is that we're back in the pattern where we're being set up. And this might be conspiracy. This is my own theory, but that we're being set up for either a takeover or an internal explosion. Okay.
Oh no, we're gonna implode.
Well, a very, very big implosion. Because what happened to all the great cities? What happened to all the great countries that the rules, they either imploded from the inside or they were so destroyed that someone else was able to come to take over, right? Now, we're separated by so many different lines, right? We got Homo sapien and vegans and carnivores.
Wait, hold on.
Hold on, time. No, I'm just saying, this is all
Okay.
lines we're separated by. And homosexuality and transgender and just I'm pro people, I'm pro animal, I'm just all these lines that separate us, that becomes our kind of religious belief, right? Something big is gonna come in, and then who's gonna be pro-human? Who's just gonna be like, oh, let's all band back together and let's No, we're gonna be too fractured to band back together.
Right.
I
I'm
got
saying
my,
it's
I
like
got my compound boy ready to go.
but in between. This is again a personal thing. When me and my brother had an issue, right, we gave each other some space, but we came back and we talked.
Right.
And if we needed to square up, we would have had to square up. But we know we can't stay apart because that would destroy not only us, but would destroy the family. We can't be apart, right? So why can't we have that same kind of idea in like the U.S.? Like, all right, listen, cool. You only like whites, that's fine. You know what I mean? You only like blacks, that's fine. Whatever, right? Can we just make an agreement that if some shit went down, like he knows, no matter what, if he could be mad at me for 3 years and not talk to me, and not talk to me at all. But if he called anybody I ever called my brother, they could be pissed off at me or whatever, all right? But if they ever call me, I'm showing up.
Correct.
All right? Can we make that agreement as the whole country? And be like, listen, we could be against each other on this certain things, right? Can we not like kill each other? And can we not and if we need each other, can we just do that for the country's sake? And then we'll deal with our own situations when it comes up again. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we probably didn't settle our score until like what? After we talked, after we was like, all right, let's be cool again, whatever. We probably didn't settle our situation till like a month later. It was like, all right, let's talk about what happened.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't think that country is able to do that? You think we're too See, that's a problem. See, that's just you. And you're just a person that lives here,
this is,
and you already think that we're too fractured to do that.
This is why I'm saying that we can't. Is because by doing that, you need a mode for everybody, right? Everybody will have to follow a role for that to work.
Yeah, here's the role. You live here. This is your country. You were born here.
Correct.
All right. Anybody want to fuck with the country? They want smoke. We giving them smoke, right?
Now,
so that's as a people.
Correct.
Now, besides that, anything that has nothing to do with the whole country, then we deal with it.
that would require people to be very mentally strong and able to separate the two, but they can't, and they won't.
Maybe.
So that's the only problem. Like, why is it in some places you live 5 blocks the wrong way and you guys are enemies, but it's the same town? You want a better community. You want your kids to get out. You want your kids to be able to flourish.
I never understood that.
But 5 blocks the opposite direction, you guys are enemies.
I'm from the hood. I never understood the block
thing.
That's
the problem.
You ever had to rep the block?
I mean, yeah, but I feel like I matured of the sense of we have to have, like, people usually try to battle each other off of past transgressions. Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it has to apply to like a now thing, and it has to be very disrespectful for me to be like, all right, you did this to my guy. Now I gotta step in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of people, especially when it comes to the block thing, quote unquote, it's like a lot of things that happen in the fucking 80s and 90s that they beef about, for real.
Yeah, but the 80s and 90s, the block thing wasn't about, it was about protecting your community. It wasn't about just holding down and selling dope on this block. That's and true. All this stuff. It wasn't about that.
It wasn't.
In the 80s and 90s, most of the block representation was like, well, just say me and him got the heaviest arms in the block. Right?
Oh, real quick. It's like that Instagram where you're chewing right now.
Oh, sorry.
Just a little bit.
So...
My bad.
Was the heaviest? Like, say we the heaviest. Everybody knows.
If you had noodles, I wouldn't have mind.
Everybody
watching the goddamn food eating.
Everybody knows us on the block or whatever because we probably got firearms or whatever it is.
Correct.
Okay, and Johnny down the street can't take care of himself, so you know it's our job as we don't want no problems over here, so we make sure everybody on the block is fine. All right. Now it's about who sells the most dope on the block, who has the most money on the block.
But even then, if you really think about it, even the 80s and 90s was like that. The only difference was
no, you never brought anything home. That's a real thing. Like you was always told, don't bring issues home. So if you lived on that block, anything that you did wasn't supposed to be on that block. You get what I'm
Correct.
saying? But now that's not how it is. Now everything you do, not only do you live on that block, it's like you're shitting where you eat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Like,
even
that's-
even before that, you have to remember, like Warriors was and Bronx Tales were based on true stories, and that's even further back than the 80s and 90s. You had territories,
yeah,
Mhm.
but
and you would still have wars. Like it wouldn't go to the center of the territories as of just yet, but the borders of them would go.
again,
Then they will shift over. Somebody get a larger territory. Two people come together. They make a bigger territory.
but if you remember the Warriors TV show, they didn't do it at their house. It was around the facility of where their house were.
Yeah, because it would
Okay.
always happen on the
So,
borders
yeah,
of
you
it.
of course you got your borders. My family lives
It's
right in
slow-
between.
So
Okay,
slowly- that's why you had to be careful of the like slowly creeping in to other
because
people's
people got
territory.
lazy. They didn't want to patrol the borders no more. They want to be right there in the house.
It sounds like you're working for ICE right now.
I ain't working for ICE.
You're letting them immigrants in.
Nah, I ain't letting nobody in. Not in my house.
Yeah. Well, we need them, bro.
Nah,
Gotta get
I'm
your
good.
steps fixed.
Nah, like
Real
that.
cheap.
I'm straight. I don't want no problems with that. All right. Yo, tell me what's the new music, yo? When's that? When's that dropping?
I don't know. I mean, the plan with music now is like for promotion.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I don't know. It's just a feeling that you get now when they drop it. Like you would do a clip. You know what I'm saying? Have people vibe to it. Keep continuously do clips of the same song so people vibe to it, and then they'll be like, "That shit hard. Drop that shit." I'm dropping that shit tomorrow.
You'd be like, well, I just so happened I got it ready for you right now.
Yeah, like that's how I do it. It's like soon as I got some songs lined up, I'll make if it's featured, me and the homie will be listening to it. They be like, that shit hard. When you gonna drop that shit? It's funny that you said that. I'm gonna drop that shit this Friday. You know what I'm saying? But I got a couple songs in the tuck, like 6, 7, 8 songs. That's ready to go. Like I'm dropping.
Before you get out of here, you know you playing something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
I supposed to link up with his man, with Millie. That's our nigga.
Oh, okay.
And we supposed to be finishing this one joint. I got like 3 other joints that I already finished with my other mans. Like
Okay.
I've been working.
So when are you gonna take it to the next level? Because I know you're holding back.
I am, but I'm not trying to conform. You know what I'm saying?
You don't gotta come. So were you asked to conform? Like they was like, hey
Yeah.
man, you need some face tattoos.
I've been asked for a position, like a deal and everything. You know what I'm saying? But with that, you have to like deals today is over with. You feel me? I feel like everybody could flourish on their own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially with monetization, like with the streaming services, you know what I'm saying? You could really make money on your own now. So I just feel like it's about how you're going to reach the largest audience, you feel me, and what you do. And I don't know, like I feel like I don't do enough social media. That's what I feel like I lack. I feel like the work ethic is there, the music is there, you know what I'm saying? It's just social media. Like I feel like I'm being annoying, you feel me?
I
But I feel
know
like-
exactly that feeling. I know
Yeah, but
exactly
you
that
have
feeling.
to be annoying, you feel me? To do that. Like you would have to keep blasting and stuff doing. I know what I have to do. My characteristics, like as a person, is not allowing me to do it because it's like that's some corny shit. Like that's how I think. I'm like, that's some corny shit. Like, why am I gonna keep, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, listen to this, listen to that, listen to this, listen to that. But I should be, because like this is just like the old days. But the old days, you had to go in the streets
Yeah.
and give out physical CDs, like go meet A&Rs, like you listen to this, listen to my demo, listen to this, listen to my demo. Versus today, you know what I'm saying, the streets, quote unquote, is social media, and you would have to keep blasting shit continuously over and over, you know what I'm saying? Or if you go into a place, always have a flash drive ready to give to somebody because you never know who's a DJ, you feel me? I know the necessary steps that I have to take, but it's like, me as a person, I just feel like it's some corny shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like
You gotta do what you gotta do, though.
yeah, but yeah.
No, do you do that because you feel not from the pastoring that's gonna be annoying, but do you feel like the moment you get heard, they're gonna try to change you? In the sense that you don't mind. I know for a fact, like the way you seem, like you don't mind talking about it at all. It's a passion you have.
Right.
Right, so if you tell people, hey, listen to this, it's whatever.
Mhm.
I feel like your thing is not the negativity access because you look like you have a strong backbone. You can care less,
Right.
especially from the same cloth you're cut from.
Yeah.
But with them, it's like the moment you're heard, they're like, oh, what if you do this? And then you worried kind of that you're gonna allow people's opinions a little bit to sway you differently.
Yeah, because
And now another question, my bad. This is
Yes, sir.
kind of a two-parter.
Mhm.
With that is, you're saying you don't want to conform, right? You want to have you want your music to stay true.
Mhm.
But would you ever think of making 1 or 2 radio hits to get the rest of your album out and listened to? Because remember, if Kendrick stuck to his guns, made those type of music, he would never get radio play.
Mhm.
But he came out with Kuzakante, I think it is, or whatever. Which one was it?
Which one from which one? Bad Kid.
Good
think
Kid,
so.
Good
Mad
Kid.
City.
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't know what the song
But
was.
he had like 2 radio plays, and the rest weren't popular.
Right,
but
that's true.
the
Well,
other songs were phenomenal once you heard the album.
Right.
So you saying like put out to like a mainstream song just to put
That'll
it out?
catch people's ears. Remember, not everybody who listens to mumble rap today don't only listen to mumble rap
Right. That's
at
true.
all.
That's 100%.
So they might hear that like, oh, this is a decent mumble rap, or this is a decent continuous 60 beat per minute.
Mhm.
That's what they're using,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, 60
And then you're like, it's catchy, but now let me listen to him. He's throwing some good lyrics in there. Let me see what he has.
Mhm.
So would you ever feel like not conforming, but
But
just giving something to people so that they listen to the rest of you? So not only showing that one part, but showing that you are not only talented but also very
versatile.
diverse and versatile.
You're
with
gonna
it.
need a beat that knocks.
I feel like I do that already, but that's just me. But I just feel like it's the promotion thing. I feel like I just don't promote myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't promote myself as much.
But you
as I
have a
should.
good following. You have
Yeah,
a
I
really good
do,
following.
but I just feel like it could be bigger. Everybody that know me been like, you should have been on, you should have been doing this, and it's like, yeah, I know that, but it's like, I understand when people say you have to sell your soul or sell out. You know what I'm saying? Or
Can't sell out anymore. Not if you have
do.
control of your own artistic
okay,
music.
but if to get on, I have to do all these gimmicky and all this
This don't
pushing
allow-
myself on
This
people.
don't
you know
allow
what I'm
people
saying?
to see what happens is when they sell it. So is that they allow the money. They get shown the check.
Mm.
And then they go, well, we can't give this to you unless, I don't know, I mean, you look kind of plain. You know, think maybe we should put a little, like, blue, green,
Exactly.
red in your beard or something, you know? Like, as long as you allow people to dictate how you look and what you do, because you could be one of these artists like who got themselves famous, which, like he said, like a Kendrick. Like Kendrick, I'm not comparing you to anyone, but what I'm saying is, like, they didn't come up under, produced by such and such.
Nah, Kendrick came off of Top Dog. He was good because J-Rock was already on. That was his right hand man.
Okay, yeah, but
But he was already.
but
famous.
he was already
J-Rock was famous
James.
already.
Well, whatever. It's not like you don't know people.
Yeah, that's true.
You
But
know what I'm saying? You
I
can
ain't
still
try-
be
now-
yourself.
Now you have to turn to I'm not trying to dick suck.
I mean,
It's like
I hope
it's
not,
like my
but-
it's like my views fucks up. You know what I'm saying? Me getting on because it's like I know the necessary outlets to talk to. Like I have it with me. Like my OG cool niggas that's down with MMG and shit like that. You feel me? But it's like I don't want to seem like I'm dick riding. You know what I'm saying? So it's like do I just stay to myself and just try to get on my own type time, or use the connections I have and really push it up on him so he could like make me get heard, you know what I'm saying, to the masses. So it's like I'm conflicted with myself. You feel me?
Like
And
what you're saying right now is more of it sounds more of a, I guess, a J. Cole route where you stand outside for hours waiting on somebody.
J. Cole is probably the only one I could think of that really did it on his own.
Like
Yeah.
he stood
really
out
did it on
for,
his
and
own.
he got dissed by Jay the first time.
Yes, he did.
So like,
But Cole was before the internet era. You know what I'm saying? Cole was actually there when
was he before internet?
Yeah. I mean, when he was in college and all that, he went to Def Jam and Rockefeller, like he went to those buildings. You can't go to those buildings now and try to like present some shit to
Think
them.
they're
They're
gonna
gonna be
spare
like,
you.
what?
I'm like, boom.
If you don't
You
have,
know the difference though? That form of mentality is kind of incorrect because everybody's saying that you're not able to go there.
you are able to
You
go
have
there,
to try to hit them up through email, hit them up to get
Yeah.
caught, right?
but
But at the same time, during J. Cole's, everybody was sending letters there. Everybody sending mixtapes there. But he went out there and waited for hours
yeah, that's
in the
true.
rain, and he was showing the dedication for that.
I think the
So
was what's the difference between the two is because like I feel like now you have to have your own following already. Like you have to have a large following for a big back like Def Jam or something to try to gravitate to you. Like that's just with everything. Like I know people that they only get hit up because like say fucking Jack across the street has 200 followers or some shit like that.
Okay.
But he's the nastiest spitter you ever heard in your life. You're not going to take him serious because he only have 200 followers. It's like your social status really like determines, you know what I'm saying, your success when it comes to this thing now. Like, and that's why I feel like it's the disconnect because I feel like I'm stuck in a generation where it's like I feel like your talent should speak for itself, but people think that if you don't have X, Y, and Z like a social status or a gimmick, then you're not going to get on. And that's why that's the conforming thing that I'm talking about. Because it's like, do I try to appeal to a bunch of people, you know what I'm saying, so I could have a super big following, you know what I'm saying, so a major backbone like Atlantic, you know what I'm saying, could take notice, or do I just stay in my bubble and do it on my own, like, and the people that fuck with me, like 5,000, 6,000 people that fuck with me, you know what I'm saying, I just make it for them, you know what I'm saying, I just do music for them, you know what I'm saying, I don't know.
but that 5,000, 6,000 be loyal. Those for the big following, sometimes they just
those little small
is
little
what it
clicks,
is.
those are the little 5,000 people be sleeping on. Those are the 5,000 that'll put you on. But again, it's not. Again, I hear everything that you're saying. You know what I mean? It's more of, but at the end of the day, it's like, how bad do you really?
Do you
want it?
Do you want to get on? I don't want to get on bad. I did music for therapeutic reasons for myself. You feel me? Like
Right.
I never did music.
If someone hears it, they just hear it.
Exactly. I never did music for, oh my gosh, like, you know what I'm saying? I can't
That's
wait to-
respectable, man.
Yeah,
That's
like
respectable.
I do this shit for myself. Like if people fuck with it, they fuck with it. Like I feel like I should have been on, you know what I'm saying, like especially with the shit I be hearing now. But it's like it is what it is. Like that never been the goal of mine. It never been like, oh my gosh, I gotta drop this thing. You know what I'm saying? We get $80,000. Like, nah.
All right, so here's my thing for you, like with not pushing, right? You not with the push, but for the music that you drop. So say your song's coming out Friday, you're like, all right, this is the state of mind that I was on. So on Instagram, you'll post up like, here's a song, it drops this date. So
Right.
you have 3 days before it drops, and you're like, all right, this was the state of mind when I wrote this, and put and show people the path that you took in producing and writing this song and making it go from your mind out to words
Right.
and onto a track, and that's why that'd be the push. Not saying like, hey, listen to this, but it's like,
Make
this
like
is where I'm at. This is a miniature documentary. For
yeah,
the
I was
song
just
you
gonna say
go.
that. Okay.
So you put you're
Why
pushing
not?
it, but
I
you're
mean,
not
at the
beating
same-
their ear.
Exactly what he's saying. Like you're not, and you're not. You don't have to feel like you had the dick ride or
Right.
whatever,
Just
because
have
you
people see the process.
just showing that what you've done. Now, this whole podcast was about you realizing you need to get on before we fuck you up. No, but I felt like that we was just beating them up. Let's down like, yo, you don't hurry the hell up. You guys fucked up. Like, hey man,
I agree with you guys.
I mean, it's because it's not like you ain't. It's not that because we're family. It's not like
Yeah.
you don't have talent.
I hear
You know
all
what I
the
mean?
I hear
So,
it all the time.
It's all about, it's all about, I don't know, just do it in the way that you feel comfortable doing it. It's not saying that, it's not, again, you don't have to dick ride, but just think about what they do, how they got on, and just do it in the way that you're more comfortable with.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what it is? I guess the reason why I'm in the sense that kind of seem kind of pushy for it is because you keep saying conforming. I'm not saying don't conform. Show your story. you're saying you want to be different. You show them what you've done. Show them what you could do. Show them how the process of doing it can happen.
Right.
Not only are you going to have to worry about having this huge following and conforming to them, but now you have those loyal listeners that will listen to you, that want to hear your story, that not only shows them what you did, but gives them motivation. Like, hey, he's doing a passion. This is therapeutic for him. Just like working out for Matt's therapeutic. For me is carpentry. Like anytime working out, working with my hands is therapeutic for me.
I need to work out.
And I can show you pictures of things that I've built. I can show you things of everything I do for myself that's therapeutic. But I'm not pushing it on anybody. I'm not asking, like, a poker table. A friend of mine saw it. They're like, yo, can I buy one? I'm like, I do this for myself. I can make you one. I'll tell you how much it is for the material, or I can make it and then you just buy it all grand total. He's like, all right, yeah. I still haven't given him a quote because it's not. I'm not trying to sell it.
Right,
this is what I do. So if I feel in the mood to make a poker table, I'll do it. Just like you, when you feel to drop some bars, you just do it.
Yeah,
you
right.
write it, and that's why it would be great to have other people know that story of going. And like, all right, this is how he felt. Maybe I felt this way this day, and so let me listen to this song.
Right.
Or you know what, I'm happy this day, and I was upset when I first heard this song. Let me listen to the song again. Maybe my outlook on it is different.
I didn't know too much about what's his name, Extension. But all of a sudden I heard everybody knew all his music. I was like, how the hell everybody know all his music? And then I guess he has music for every type of feeling.
Correct.
Like, so I didn't. I don't.
You know what's crazy about his songs? They're very like his songs are repetitive. Like they're the same lines over and over.
Are they?
Right. But now
I
this
only
is my
listen
thing.
to Moonlight. Really?
This is my
that's
thing.
my shit. Moonlight.
The song changes by X, right? It's the same thing over and over. But every time you sing it, you say it, for some reason it drives you deeper and deeper into that emotion that he was feeling, or I assume he felt while writing this song. And it is crazy. Unfortunately, he passed, and we couldn't hear the full story. He gave it. He, like, some songs he does tell you, but it's just weird. Like, that's a story you would have liked to hear. I would have liked to hear personally.
I guess. Hey. Well, in all sense,
I know.
I'm gonna tell you what my brother told me. Right? Stop bullshitting. That's what he told me. Hey, stop bullshitting. All right, and go ahead and get this money up.
That's facts.
Stop bullshit. So anyway, if somebody was trying to go the avenue that you're trying to go, like whereas they don't want to conform or whatever, what would you tell them if you were sitting on this side of the table and you was like, and they was asking you, and they was like, hey, I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. I don't want to color my hair. I don't want tattoos on my fucking face and all that shit. But I got a voice and I got something to say. What would you tell them?
Just dig deep in yourself and like find life as an inspiration. Like everything that you do, you know what I'm saying, in life, you know what I'm saying, like whether you working a 9 to 5 or you just walking in the park, you know what I'm saying, like let that be inspiration. Like just see beauty in that, and let that be your story. Like don't try to be cool, quote unquote, and try to just because people talking about these drugs. If you don't do X, Y, and Z, don't talk about it. Just talk about what you're doing.
Right. You think people could? I believe in that. I think people could really they could hear realness. I'd say, for lack of a better word, in lyrics. Like I know if you grew up handling guns or not. You get what I'm saying? By depending on what you say about it, right, or how you feel about it. Most people who grew up with guns, yeah, it might sound exciting. It might sound exciting on listening to it, right? But you could always hear that little tremble in their voice because they know or they seen what happens when you use it wrong. You know what I'm saying? So it's not. I feel like authenticity. Now I'm saying it wrong. Now I'm saying it wrong.
Authenticity.
Authenticity is very, very serious. I think it's very real. All right, let's talk about something now. Now, when you are writing music, right? What is like your favorite? What's the one thing you realize you keep saying during songs? You never heard like, okay, I keep saying
I know
this
I
one,
keep saying this one line.
what?
Oh, not one line, but like you keep like referring to a thing.
Like whatever, just something that you just keep coming back to, or if it's the same words in your sentence. Yeah.
I said something about Raw and Eddie Murphy, but I said it like in 3 songs.
Raw like Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, something like that. Cause the his comedy special, and then like I was talking about like drugs at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Try to make a double entendre, but I said it a couple of times. Or sex and money.
After you just finished saying that, so people talk about sex and money.
Yeah, or you. Yeah, but I know I've said that like about 3 times, but sex and money is always in my music
Because that's what it is.
like, nah, but sometimes I try to get away from sex and money, but I mean,
Is there something that you always find yourself going back to when you don't even realize it?
What do you mean, like to push me further?
Yeah, push you, whatever. Just like let's just say like when you get real serious. Let's just say you get serious in whatever you're doing. Let's just say in your craft.
Okay.
Say you like making things, right?
Yeah.
So now every person who makes things, they start off differently than another person. Some people like to start off at the base. Some people like to start off at the top. You know, what do you find yourself always?
Honestly, when it comes to like building something, it's so spontaneous for me. I have no idea.
Really?
I'm literally like, one day I could be driving to work, and as soon as I get out of done with work, and I pass by a Home Depot, I'm like, real quick, stop by, grab the material I need, go home, just start building. Don't know why, don't know how. The inspiration.
You don't
just
know
comes
what
with
you're building. You just start building.
At first, no. When I first built the poker table, I was watching videos. I was actually watching like the Poker World Series, and I see their table, and I saw how it was a half crescent, and I'm like, you know what? I want to make an octagon one. I found a picture of an octagon one. I saw how it was, and just right away went to Home Depot, got the stuff. I actually got in trouble because I was building it indoors, and my wife killed me because all the sawdust. So I'm like, but I built the top for it, and I was just, it was done. It's like I have the poker top for it, but I have yet to find the perfect pedestal that I want, and I haven't had the inspiration of just making it. And if I had one kind of inspiration to do it, but I would have to spend like a G on equipment before I could even start making it. So I was like, let me not do that because my wife will kill me.
What do you think about people who don't follow their what's the best word to use for this one?
Passion, dream,
tick.
Tick.
Yeah, I just learned that word.
You just learned what tick is?
Yeah, that's a real thing.
Like
no, not
that?
a tick. Nah, I think
okay.
Like a little bug.
Nah, tick is supposed to be like
the thing that make them flinch.
No, I'm about to Google it.
You gonna Google it now?
Yeah, I want to
make sure. I want to make sure I'm saying it right.
How we're using this word? Like, is it an adjective? Is it a verb? What's happening?
A little bit of both.
You guys got a tick?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like your niche or something like that.
Oh,
It's
okay.
niche.
Because if you had ticks,
There's a niche.
I would definitely tell you go get a exterminator.
Ah.
Definitely. Wow.
That's fun. But you're like
What do you say to people who have a niche and they don't follow it or a tick?
You know what it is? Like for me, I grew up with the whole negative reinforcement worked really well with me. Right? So put me down and I'm gonna prove you wrong.
No, hype me up.
No. I need like even when we work out, I've told you like call me a little bitch if you see me start struggling, if you see me mess up.
But you do be looking like a little bitch.
But I get through it.
No, I get you.
Right?
You do get that.
And also having the whole middle child syndrome is just I was always bullied by both ends. Like if I picked up my younger brother, he'll tell my older brother hold me, my younger brother hit me. That's just like that was a cycle, right? So the middle child syndrome is a real thing.
I don't know what
happened. I'm the middle child.
Hey, what happened, right?
Yeah,
so,
niggas is hating on me.
Right? But
I was not hating on you, yo.
That gave me the drive to go further. So whenever like we'd play in a game and I get tired, I'm like I always had to push harder. In jiu-jitsu, you see me, no matter how exhausted I am, my goal is to have the other person more tired than I am.
Yeah.
Like I will push until I can't breathe anymore. At the end of it, you'll see me exhausted.
If
But during it, you're like, what's up with his gas tank?
Right,
It's
right,
not
right.
ending. So for me, it's always stop being a little bitch.
Dude, I be
Stop
telling
being a little
myself that
bitch.
in the middle of workouts, and it just drives me. I hate feeling like a bitch.
That's why I hate Planet
I
Fitness.
hate looking. Seriously,
You can't say
leave
anything.
Planet Fitness alone. I take a lot of clients there. They get results. All right?
Oh yeah, you can't groan or something in
No.
there.
You can't what?
You can't groan or something. Right?
You
Or
can't.
make
Yeah.
moans
You
or
can't
groans.
flex in the mirror. You can't do none of
flex in
that.
the mirror.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they get mad at you.
I don't know. His Planet Fitness, they get mad because he lives in
The boondies.
Yeah, he lives in the boonies and with the them people that's soft
Probably
tissue.
fat people or something, and they feel some type of
Yeah,
way.
the Planet Fitness. I go.
Actually,
I bring
Planet
my
Fitness
clients.
got
They
whole-
some of those guys are like, I know they on something, but they just don't want to tell us what they're on, and everybody's kind of in shape, so everybody be flexing for some reason. But they still don't got the proper equipment that they really need.
No.
Like they don't got deadlift bar and all that. Get your deadlift in, man. What was I saying? Oh, I had a question here for Benjamin City. There was somebody sent it in and was like, "What is one of your turn-ons with women?"
One.
Yeah, what's the turn-on for you?
You're talking about physically?
Huh? Whatever.
Oh, there's anything?
Yeah, that's what I said. It said, "What's the turn-on?"
I feel like ass.
Like, were you one of those people that had to make a decision? Like, yo, because I seen this last night. It was like big. It was like when you knew you grew up when you had to make this decision: big titties and small ass, or big ass,
ass or
small
small
titties.
I take ass every day,
All day.
all day.
So big ass over titties.
Big ass over titties.
Jeez,
I feel like
I'm
as
with you.
yeah, as a black male, I feel like I don't know. I haven't seen a black male say like, "I want titties."
There's some guys like that, I guess.
Black males.
They gotta exist, right?
What you doing with titties though?
I mean, I guess it makes them want milk.
See, I'm lactose.
Me too.
Why?
I'm
It
with
makes
you.
sense.
It makes sense now.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I
Like
mean?
if you like milk, you like titties. Like I get it. I don't like milk, man.
I'm not with it. What was
Well,
your
through an evolutionary standpoint.
evolutionary? My ass.
No, through an evolutionary
titties.
standpoint. This is what.
Or a small butt,
You trying to get
or
scientific about
big
goddamn,
ass
goddamn
and
it.
small titties.
I like them Puerto Rican. They come both.
No,
you
no.
gotta
You
pick
can't
one
meet
or
them
the
at.
other.
What do you
You
mean?
gotta pick one. Even Puerto Ricans is one or the other.
Not
All
always.
right. Bless them. Now, and if they're not one or the other, God got a sense of humor because he makes the face look crazy. All right.
Or it's just them crazy. Yes.
Or they're very crazy.
Correct.
Why can't you like be part of like that 1%? Like there's always that. I'm not saying guys don't have their flaws. What I'm saying is like, okay, if she has the whole shebang,
Correct.
right? She's either
She can't
dumb
be-
as a doorknob or she's a psychopath, right? And she'll come and kill your cat while you're sleeping.
Correct.
All right. Or she has 2 out of 1, and it's always like, oh, she got tits and butt, but her face looked like it went through a meat grinder. Or it's like, okay, she's pretty in the face, she got a small chest, big booty.
I don't never feel like it gotta be one or the other. There could be women with everything.
Oh man, but let me tell you, you talk about Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
That is definitely Mewtwo, okay? And I'm definitely you definitely see that. Everybody's trying to throw their Pokeball at it.
Yes.
All right, and it's you just get caught up in all the
Not gonna
balls
lie.
trying to get thrown
Not
at.
gonna lie. I think if you were able, ideally, I wouldn't mind having the big titties, big ass, ugly face.
Nah.
The reason why.
Nah.
You gotta wake up to that.
Yeah. Nah. No way.
This is why. This is why. Listen to.
I mean, somebody thinks she's pretty.
Nah.
Right. This is why. Because that ugly ass face, she's gonna have to compensate so much for everything else.
Why?
Nah,
I don't want it
nah.
fake. Here's the thing. I'm talking about natural. I'm not talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
okay,
I'm saying
not
about
talking about-
overcompensation, as in.
So we talking about
She's naturally born. That
just wait, but we talking about attractive as in a sense of you would do something with her like physically, or
Physically.
we talking about
We're talking physical. When I talk about mental,
no?
of
Okay,
course,
but I know,
we
but
like
are we
to-
talking about her features being good enough for you to be with her.
I like that one. Her features being good enough for you to be with her.
Nerdy
Oh.
chick, all day, every day.
It
Yeah,
have-
big
I-
titties,
Not-
big
not-
ass.
of
You
course,
just
nerdy
can't
chick
tell.
all day.
I would take pretty face, no titties, no ass.
Mm-hmm.
Like if she had no titties, no ass, but she had a really pretty face.
Really?
Yeah,
Zero titties, zero ass.
zero titties, zero ass. I'll take it.
Very, very pretty face.
Very pretty face. Very smart. Very funny, intelligent.
Nice.
I'll take that.
That's
what's
where
up.
the nerdy women come in, bro.
But
if
no,
we
no,
talking
no. We're
about-
not talking about intelligence. Of
No,
course, you want a
no,
smart
even
woman.
through features.
Smart
if you,
women
even
are
through
great.
Features, think about it. And especially in high school, I can show you 2 handfuls, if not more, from my grade alone, who were nerdy girls, and they always wore sweaters. They always
No,
wore
no, no, no.
baggy pants.
Listen.
They were
Nerdy-
hiding what they
Nerdy
had.
chicks to me trumps big titties, big butt all day. Okay, it trumps all day. She's nerdy as hell, and she's got a good head on her shoulders,
Let me tell you
and
right now.
her face is alright.
Let me tell you
All
right now.
day, every day, right? But what I'm saying is,
Nerdy
let's just
chick.
say if you came in from a shadow point where most guys are,
Okay.
right? Come from a shadow point of view, where you're
Uh-huh.
like, okay, let me just look at her as a.
I want a
as
midget.
a
What do
As
you want?
A midget.
I want a midget. If you want me to be shallow as hell, I want a midget.
Hell nah.
Have a turkey leg type thighs, right, bro? Yeah.
Yeah, I just seen-
T-Rex arms. So
I just see the Instagram earlier, and it was this midget twerking like a
No,
mother.
no.
right. You know
Sorry.
what? I saw a
I
video.
forgot we got language police in the world.
Fuck them.
Low
I saw. All right. So this is what I saw.
Oh,
Right.
this
No,
language.
I don't care.
I saw this.
Even if they were, I don't care.
We'll refer back to well, not Bertha, Becky. Remember Big Becky?
No,
Right?
Oh,
Ber-
Becky.
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
Bertha was the pretty girl.
Yeah, yeah. So
Bertha
we-
was the one with the fupa. We was like, yeah, we fucks with fupas.
So we have
Yeah.
we have Becky over here, right? Big Becky, right? I saw a video where it looked like Big Becky was sitting down on a bed on a chair.
Was
and
Becky
the-
big? Whatever, who
Becky
cares?
was big.
That was
She's
last
big,
week. I can't
right?
remember.
So and the midget was probably no bigger than her torso,
Mm.
right? This midget just climbs up top of her. We're twerking. I was like,
I seen one, right? This
I
is going
want-
to sound fucked up. All right? It was a BBW, right, with giant breasts.
okay.
And then this midget climbs on her breasts and starts twerking her butt. And I was like, I don't know what's happening here, but I can't find my lotion fast enough. No, I'm just-
I seen this one video where this big ass girl was like squashing this guy. Like,
oh,
I
yeah,
guess
some
that
guys
was like
into
his
that.
fetish.
Yeah, some
That's
guys
She
what
was
into
shit.
like jumping on him continuously.
Yeah, it's like he's really skinny, right?
Yeah, he's
yeah,
really
so
bony
like
and shit.
there's some guys who are like really bony, who like really big women to squish them.
I don't know what type time niggas be on.
But dudes be on some time. There's a guy a few years back. There was a man who died that way.
Yeah, I know. I heard about
You
that.
heard about that guy? They even did like what was it? SVU episode about it.
Oh wait, yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it was. Yeah.
So
Yes,
he was
it was.
into. If you guys
He was
never
into
seen it,
big woman,
he
and,
was-
they had got
He went
they
to a-
had intercourse,
Mhm.
and then she slept on top of him.
yeah, she fell asleep
She
and
fell
rolled
asleep
on top of him. Yeah,
and he suffocated to death.
uh-huh.
That's fucked
And
up.
in his sleep.
And she was scared to tell the police what really happened because she was embarrassed.
well,
She
here's
was
the thing.
ready. She was ready like to take the charge for like legit murder because she was so embarrassed about what really happened.
All right, so this is what happened. Check this out. He was into that.
Mhm.
You can tell, right?
Of course.
And in his eyes, best way to go.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Best
so,
way to go.
yeah, we talk mess about it, but to him, that was probably the dream.
Yeah.
Nigga, I had sex with a fat bitch and then she squashed me to death.
When he
Bro,
liked being
yo.
squashed.
That's
Maybe
funny as hell.
He
to me.
maybe he was also into
He bust his nut.
what is it?
Auto fixation?
asphyxiation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? He was already into her squashing them. He already busted his nut and she fell asleep.
He pulled
Rolled
over
on
that
top.
layer on his face and I'm going tonight.
Fuck
It's
that.
fucked
He
up.
was like,
huh?
yeah, he got the best one of his life, and he was just like, "Yo,
Yeah.
I'm dying after this because there ain't gonna be nothing else like this in my life," and he just died.
No, man.
Well, then he had like a beauty pageant, like a BBW beauty pageant.
I think so.
Yeah, I
he's
think
had it.
so.
They also had the anti-Victoria's Secret pageant.
Anti-Victoria's Secret.
Anti-Victoria's Secret. This is what I
So
said.
you don't want it to be a.
No, they
Victoria's
didn't have these like super thin models. They had some curvy women on it, right?
Why
Like,
does why it have to be anti-Victoria's
this is what my argument. There was a
Don't
there was a friend
Victoria's
of mine
Secret
who
got
was
BBWs now?
size 6.
Oh,
I don't think they have any.
That's not even a BB dump.
No, I think they do, but I think like the style is nowhere near as like the regular style. Like I think they make it like a regular generic type of way. It just says like pink. Feel me? I don't think it's like some spectacular shit like a smaller woman would wear. Yeah, I think so.
Well, clothing wise, yeah, they go fairly big. But I'm talking about like the
What-
actual model. I think her size is a size 6.
How do listen, this is what Victoria's Secret wants to talk, you know, they really want to push their products to the United States, okay? They really want to push it to the masses so everybody end up buying it. Some of the models need some fupas, yo. Give me. I want a little fat choach on it.
Yeah,
You know
like
what I mean?
this
Just
shit gotta
like
be natural.
got the lace and then boom, fat choach
Fat
on it.
choach on
I'm
it.
like,
All right, check this out.
baby, you gotta
Candace,
go get one.
this is how it goes. Like
go get one right now.
Candace Huffine was the first ever plus size model. Bro, that's not real plus size.
That's not plus size.
That's not real plus size.
No, it's not.
See, so that's why.
Candace are fine. You can look her up on Google if you want to look her
Right,
up.
so
She's the Victoria's Secret, their big model, and she's not really big. You could probably eat her.
Oh, you know who? She's a little thicker, but not much thicker. Ashley Graham. You see her? She's a little chubbier, but not much bigger.
Okay.
Just decent.
All right,
Yeah.
because we're gonna run out of time. So, here's another question, guys. I got. There was like, if God existed,
He's
what would
laughing
you
at us.
allow? What would you want to hear him or her say at the pearly gates?
You are the waviest of them all.
you just your slogan.
That's
This
a
is
slogan
this
of
is
mine.
like, you are very wavy. Come in, my child.
Yes, I'm good.
Like, this is it.
Just something to stroke my ego, pause.
What about you, Jack?
I want to be funny, something funny. Like, yo, it wasn't your time, but fuck it anyways.
I'm like, you here right now? Yeah, we fucked up. All right, come on.
That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, that'd be fucked up. I'll be like,
Like,
I don't
damn,
really-
you mean I had more time? Nigga, send me back.
No, I
Nah,
feel.
it's
You
all
know
right.
what? I think it'd be funny. He's like, yo, it wasn't your time. Go back. I start turning around. He's like, nah, I'm kidding. You're supposed
Nah.
to. Let's go.
I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't even know what to say. I wouldn't even know what I want the big one to say. Maybe it was just be like, it's alright.
I had.
Just real condescending. It's alright.
Remember
And I'm
when
like,
that?
No, you know what? I feel like I do know what you want.
What?
And you're like, now you're a dragon.
I'm like, I knew it. Flying through the gates like this.
Remember they had like a website back in the days that supposedly tell you the time you was going to
your
die?
death clock.
Your death clock.
Yeah. I remember that.
Would you want to see?
Yeah, would you like the what's that Justin Timberlake thing with the time?
Yeah.
Would you
Would
like
you
Definitely. Yeah.
You would want to know the exact day, time,
Yeah.
year, and everything.
Nah, dude.
Nah.
The
'Cause
only reason why I
that
would,
day come, you gonna be goddamn on edge so bad, looking around and shit. Like I know what's gonna
Nah, you don't
happen.
know
I know what's gonna
A
happen.
fucking piano falling on your head
this
or
is
some
why though.
nonsense.
This is why. And the week up to that date, living the full life.
No,
Bro.
I feel like you
Nah,
could cut it. I feel like
I'm gonna get convicted
I
for
feel-
everything. Though.
You're gonna be
It's
playing-
I
like-
feel
they
like you still able to cut it. You know what I'm saying? Cut it short. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Just off of what you naturally supposed to die. Of. Like, say if you see it and you like, what? I'm about to rob the bank and shoot everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you still die. You know what I'm saying? Prematurely because of that. But
does that mean if you have your death clock and you have this time set and date when you're supposed to die,
Mhm.
and you're saying you could die prematurely, can you also die post that time?
See,
So by saying
That's
that,
why I say if I seen it, I think I would try to do everything to prevent it. You know what I'm saying? The closer it gets, the more I'll be trying to.
now would you think
Nah.
that by when you see that time, by preventing it, causes you to die at that time?
See that you all fucked up.
That's why
my
though.
my life for that week would be a Nickelback song. Look at this photograph.
Right?
It was the whole week just, it's just I wouldn't be able to deal with it. I would definitely do something dumb that week, like but knowing my luck, I end up living. and still have to live out the death clock.
Break every last bone in your body.
I think
just you know what I'm gonna do today? I'm jumping off the Empire State Building because I want to surf off the Empire State. I jump and then I end up breaking my knees. And I'm like, yo, they're like, oh man, it took us all night, but we was able to save you. I'm like, why?
So
Fuck.
you still have 2 days to go.
You still got to. I'm looking at the clock, like hovering over. I'm like,
That's why I would just do it.
look
I
at
wouldn't
this
be reckless
phone,
until the last 24 hours. So I'd had fun for the last week or two, but that last 24 hours when I become super reckless and just saying it is what it is. I have a watch, my Fitbit be on, countdown on it.
No.
I'll be super reckless.
I don't know,
those last
man.
24
Nah,
I
man.
would be a nervous wreck.
No, I'm not with none of this. I don't even like this conversation anymore.
Yo, somebody wrote a question for you guys on YouTube.
Sure.
What is it?
Oh, you guys want me to
Hey.
read it?
Yeah,
He's like, what is it?
Yeah, you the voice of the void right now.
Somebody wrote, if y'all had the Pokemon Ditto and you could have it transform into the baddest bitch ever, would you smash?
Ditto getting his work because I ain't got no problems.
Nah.
Wait.
Not my ass.
wouldn't do it.
Ditto getting his work. Ditto getting his Ditto.
Nope.
Ditto. No, why not?
Nope.
It could also turn the vagina into the tightest vagina you ever had in your life.
Y'all could turn into a giant ass dude after like halfway through. You
See,
get way
you got-
too
You
into it.
thinking-
See, you
That's
got a
why.
bad. See, the problem is you
Why?
didn't train your ditto properly.
Yeah, yeah,
All
right.
right. See, my ditto's trained.
it was-
Char-
If it was
Charmander was trained well until he became Charizard.
Well,
He
that's
got
his
screwed.
problem. All right. Ditto don't evolve.
Yup. If it was level 99, goddamn it, you wouldn't have this problem. If you had all the badges, it would listen to you.
Exactly. All right. Shit. We got it. I don't give a damn.
I don't think I would though.
You went the man.
Damn thing getting
Listen, if
trash.
I don't have a problem with dealing with a sex bots coming out, I definitely ain't got no issue
Sex
with ditto.
bots won't be transforming.
I don't.
Oh, I'm not
give.
fucking no sex bot.
What?
You fucking a sex bot?
I'm buying one.
Listen.
Oh, no, y'all right.
If that damn thing starts cleaning houses and shit, it's going down.
All right, so what if it like malfunctions mid stroke?
Look at this photograph. That sound to go. That sound to go.
Fuck it, sound to go.
That sound to go.
Fuck that, nigga. That was the worst
Wait,
experience.
that's my thing. Hold on. Have you seen the guy with the robotic arm? He had like a forearm forward, right? And apparently it had a night mode where it just he just started masturbating. Like, what if that malfunctioned? Like,
Listen,
These
there's
amputees.
going to be some. Okay, I'm never gonna get first gen. All right, let
Okay.
me straight up. I'm not gonna get first gen because I know there's gonna be some malfunction on first gen. First gen
Okay.
is you're gonna be in the middle beating it up, and then all of a sudden it's gonna start twitching, and then sends
My
electric
nigga,
shocks
that-
into your body, and you blow up
Whoa.
your penis or something.
I don't have time for that.
No, but that's first gen. Even Apple had problems. They're first gen.
So
But
you gonna let it go? for
nah,
like a
I'm gonna
year
let
or
the
two?
first 10 niggas die, right? And then I'm gonna get me a nice bot that likes to clean the house. You know what I
I'm
mean? You know what I mean? And every once in a while, why throw
I'm
stones
Gucci,
in my
bro.
wife? You know what I mean?
I don't want
If it gets
I don't
that
want a house
bad,
cleaning
I'm gonna
bot.
get the smack the black ass 9000. They got this shit.
Oh, that's getting done. Yeah, I'm trying to get that
They
for
got
Christmas.
this shit. They got me too. It's a lot of money though. It's just a big ass
Okay.
that with an arched back. That's
Okay.
it. I have it under the bed. Like anytime Shorty try to get on some fly shit, just take it out of the bed. And
Well,
just-
it's the same thing. Just open up your closet. Let
Nah,
the
because
damn
all you
robot come
gotta
out,
do
bend
no,
over.
because this all you gotta do is just throw the covers over this shit, and you can just act like it's just, you know what I'm saying, a person that you just smashed.
Here's a weird one. Would you do one if it just only had the lower half? Like, say if it was a robot, it was on some like Smash
No, no way.
5000, but it was only the lower
if it's
half.
if it's
No,
something,
okay, no robot.
Okay, yeah.
Just half a body.
yeah, I'm
Okay.
smashing.
Nah, bro. I'll tell you right now. I'm making this right now.
Easy.
I would prefer the robot for the simple fact I will have it look like Dexter's mom. Dexter's Laboratory's mom.
Oh, you some type of freak.
Wait,
Redhead,
did they show her mom?
big ass.
Yeah, Dexter's mom.
I'm thinking about cow and chicken.
Yeah, no.
Is it
No,
cow
no,
and
no.
chicken?
She was like a board. She was
Yeah,
like,
cow and chickens. They didn't show the parents' face.
or you know who?
Yeah, yeah,
You
it's
know
cow
who?
chicken.
Remember the
Oh, the redhead from Powerpuff
Powerpuff,
Girls.
yes.
Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah,
they
yeah. I
showed-
think that's what I was
Secretary.
talking about. I think that's what I was
Yeah.
talking about.
I think they showed her face at the last episode of the original series.
That's
You see?
wow.
Yeah, they showed her face on the last episode.
that or
I know
Jessica
that-
Rabbit.
Hmm?
Jessica Rabbit.
Nah, I'm not with her figure, yo. I know all these women be trying to chase that Jessica Rabbit figure. I'm not cool with that. I don't know. I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm gonna need them legs to be thick though. Okay, I'm gonna need them
She
legs.
has
to be
small
thick.
legs. I don't remember. I ain't see Jessica Rabbit in a long time.
Jessica Rabbit had this giant ass hips.
Yeah, I know she had the
and
giant
and
hips.
she had some skinny ass ankles.
Oh,
Alright, but like she looked like literally like she looked like a number 8.
yeah, I know. I
Right.
remember how she looked,
Right.
but I don't remember her face. I remember she had curvy and she had.
If you took the Mr. Peanut Man figure and you put it in the middle and then put like some skinny legs and a
That's
pretty face on
funny
it,
as hell.
every technically Jessica Rabbit.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
No, I'm not smashing
okay.
nothing. I'm not smashing nothing. That's our program.
But what if the program was just to please you?
What if your dick explodes? Is my question.
Okay, what if they give you a program and it's everything to your liking? Like
What if your
it
dick
only knows
explodes?
how to please you.
I'm only thinking about the worst. You know what I'm saying? I'm a pessimist. So fuck that. That's it.
So no robots.
No robots,
No.
man.
So because you know it's coming soon, right?
Yeah, robots. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, but I'm not smashing a robot.
But that's coming.
Of course, but
So you ain't with it?
how lame can you be? Like, I mean, to each his own. But
Hey, listen. The future's gonna be us in
Alright,
symbiotic
so, alright.
relationship, huh?
you smash a robot. Your significant other gonna say that's cheating?
That depends on the girl.
She gonna say that's cheating.
I'm saying
mean,
at
probably.
12 o'clock at night when my wife's
Versus-
tired, she'd be like, just go get it at the closet.
Go get out the closet.
Versus
12
you,
o'clock, bro.
versus you smashing like some flesh meat.
I think at
booty type joint.
You know, it's only women who has an issue with this.
Of course,
So
it's
like,
a security
all-
thing. They're gonna
yeah.
feel some type of way.
They're gonna feel some type of way, but I think there's a valid argument behind it because then their guys aren't gonna want to build relationships with women so easily anymore because they have.
It's gonna be accessible to us.
But at the same time, and also it takes away that power from the opposite sex, the power of the vagina.
Word.
And for any woman that want to say and believe that doesn't exist, you haven't been a man. You don't know any man in your life ever, and any man in your life that's telling you that doesn't exist is lying because he's trying to sleep with you.
Word.
Right?
You know how
So
many thirsty ass niggas.
Listen.
What they would do for some vagina
dude,
today?
there's no woman on this planet. Don't matter how you look, how you feel, whatever. If you have a vagina, somebody's willing to smash.
That's a fact.
Word.
That's a fact.
I'm trying to tell people.
Speaking of sex robots, though, Houston. I think there's one in Canada now, but in Houston they're proposing a sex robot brothel.
That could work.
I mean,
I'm
this-
going there opening day.
then they have like
No sexually transmitted diseases. Just fuck the robot, pay for it. Fuck the robot,
There you
and
go.
leave.
yeah.
But I'm not fucking a robot.
But one in Japan, they got like, they got like a super fleshlight thing.
Oh,
which
the
is like
VR.
so you put this
I'm
goggle
with
on.
that.
I'm
I'm with that.
You with that?
I'm
But
with
But
that.
what if a malfunction happens and just
How can
clamp?
it does it itself. You
Oh,
you
yeah?
don't. Yeah. See, they got this one where you
Nah,
got a
man.
VR. Hold on. So you got a VR as a little TV or something like that.
Okay.
You insert yourself inside of it, right?
Uh-huh.
And what's happening on VR is happening to your beat.
Yeah, but it's doing it on its own.
Yeah, it's doing it on its
that's,
own.
That's just as having sex with a robot.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm Gucci. If I have control over it,
It
and I'm
looks like
saying
this.
it,
So what?
I'm Gucci.
Let me see.
So that right there is the. It has a flashlight.
Do I gotta
on your
wear that
dick.
suit though?
I.
If I gotta wear that suit, I'm not with this at all. If I gotta wear that ugly ass sperm
But
suit.
I think with that suit, what happens is it has like little shocks here and there that make you
see.
feel like someone's touching.
You
If
and
guys,
shit.
if I could describe what we're looking at it's called VR sex suit. It's 400 Tenga male masturbator lets you touch anime characters. And
No, they have it programmed for real
Yeah.
life porn as well.
Oh, they have a program for real life porn. All right, and what it is a machine that's connected to like these breasts that's supposed to feel real, and then that machine is connected to your to some fleshlight, and that fleshlight is like on your beef.
It's a
Yeah.
self-masturbating.
It's a
fleshlight.
self-masturbator. So what you see is usually like the girl on top of you or whatever.
Giving you head, riding you. Yeah.
But what makes you?
You want me to put on the screen?
If you can.
What's it called?
We'll just type in VR masturbation on Google, and it's like the second one in.
Yeah.
That's so funny. That's the thing.
VR masturbation.
Nah, that sounds ill. But aside from it doing it on its own. I'm not with nothing trying to.
Images.
I'm not with it.
There's a second one,
What?
third one in.
I'm not with a robot trying to smash.
That.
Yeah, you see that? Yeah. Look at that damn
He looked
thing.
like he having a good time though.
Right?
He was like, "Oh, Shizuki, this is all I ever
But he
wanted."
smashed an anime character. That's corny.
I think once
Bro,
you
that's a
start,
whole movement.
nah,
Yeah.
I think
It is,
once
'cause,
you start,
hentai shit.
Yeah.
once you start getting to that area where you're like masturbating to like hentai and things like that, you're far gone.
Yeah,
like
you lost with reality.
you're
touch.
lost touch with like, because they say those guys aren't able to really please women anymore because they don't see women the same.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So only thing that's really getting them off are like those hentais and cartoons and stuff like that.
It's
It's
a
a slip.
like
It's a slippery
10
slope.
tentacle dicks.
Oh, tentacle is weird.
That shit is
Right,
mad
that
weird to me.
I wouldn't understand tentacle porn.
You can take that off, man.
But there's
Take that off.
Wear me out.
Oh man. But all right, man. This was a great conversation. You guys
Alright.
are too funny.
So let me see how much this is.
It's like $400.
That's it?
The amount it costs you for a PlayStation 4.
Huh.
Okay.
I'm getting it.
Well,
No, I just get to smack the black
I
ass
can't
knocked
even
out.
be imagine being caught. Imagine being caught. Like, just you're in your room, you butt ass naked, this damn machines on your face and all doing it. And you just, and somebody just open the door.
That's why I think that's why I can't do it, because I always put myself in like, you know what I'm saying, out of body experience. You know what I'm saying? Like how do I look? I don't even do sexual positions that look questionable. That ass. I don't do it because I feel like I look stupid.
So what's a questionable sex position?
If my it's
Anything with my legs in the
anything,
air.
yeah, your ass in the air, tooted up. You feel me?
So you on power drive?
What's that?
Power drive is that gorilla fucking. You got the legs on your back, but your ass is kind of arched up in the air. You drop
Nah,
the
that's
mad dick.
that's
That's
alright.
questionable
no,
though.
but it's
No?
kind-
That's ass up.
It's just gotta play correctly in my mind.
Okay.
Once it plays correctly in my mind, it's like I could do it. You know what I'm saying? Because
And-
then my brain start going as far as like, you know how like women be like, yo, it's a girl doing this, so it's not gay. Like, yes, it is gay. Like you know how niggas be getting their ass eaten, niggas be getting.
Hey, there's a big movement on that.
I'm Gucci, love.
I'm
enjoy.
cool with that. Enjoy
Know what I'm
that.
saying?
love.
Oh, you know what we were talking about before? Like we were going with shallow sex partners, whatever.
Mhm.
Kind of changed it because I just saw it. I want an amputee.
You want that stump?
Basically,
That's what you want.
give me one leg.
Just one leg?
Look like a seahorse.
So you don't gotta move it out the way?
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't shit, yo.
That's funny as hell.
You ain't shit. You
Bro,
go
there's
with
no
that.
pushing off. You use that one leg, but not full leg. Just like right below the knee. So like at least you can hook the knee up to your shoulder and just pull in deeper. Yeah, I'm all types of fucked up.
You need help.
Yeah, that's all.
How you look like Jesus and need him?
What do you mean?
All right.
This was Jesus. What if Jesus was like this? What would you do?
I would just.
He like
I'll
from-
be
from
actually. Here's
from
the
the
funny
age
thing.
of 13 to 30, he was in nothing but brothels.
Listen.
What would
I
you
would
do?
actually be happy. At least I'll be like, you know what? The expectations for me ain't that high.
Right?
Right.
So,
Mhm.
so I'll be actually like, woo, thank you.
See, that's the thing though.
Right.
They show him beginning of life, then they have when he has his life together. I want to see that mess in the middle. I want to see what's going on.
Him and Magdalene, you know what I mean? It was hollering at each other in
Right?
the brothels.
Be
That's
crazy.
hilarious.
You guys ain't shit, yo. Anyway, what you got on you right now so the people can hear?
For some bars?
Nah, well, you got music on your phone. You want to spit something? What you want to do?
Don't matter. It's whatever.
What you want to do? We got 3 more minutes.
I'll spit like a couple bars. I guess.
Oh shit! We need bombs. I need like. What you want? You want some type of
I don't even need that. It could be acapella.
Oh,
I said.
hold on.
I said-
Before you start, shout out to Excess Energy Drink. Thank you for the opportunity. Go check out their podcast with me on it. Also, shout out to all our people, everybody who watched, all the shit talkers. You have any questions? You got anything you want to access. I just feel like this is gonna be like another music month. We got a couple more people coming in that did music. And that's it, man. Be ready to 4 hour. What's that? What's the name? That our eating channel coming out.
That's a fact. I'm with that.
Thanks for listening. We're gonna have Benjamin City. He's gonna ride us out into the sunset. Listen up, listen close.
Yo, I said, what you know about walking on the block with the same sneakers? No role models. On the block was the teachers. And life's no Play-Doh. You trying to turn nothing into something, and it's cold in the street, so you gotta use the oven. Neighbors was a roach, neighbors a couple rats, reminiscing now rather than the doze in the trap. Candle lights and recipe signs through the map just because of what you are and who you are. Never lack. Bitches ain't no real woman, niggas ain't no real men. Cause where I'm from, Pippa Hoseway became an ill trend. Niggas using bitches just for the thrills and bitches using niggas just for the children. Look, keep your friends close. They ain't a real friend cause some niggas from the start go to be a real end shit. I remember late night staying in them days and no braids, just the conditions we was raised in.
Woo! Good night, people.
That's it.
Superb.